into this new royal mess, let's rewind a bit and catch up on what the royal family has been dealing with recently. It's fair to say the Windsors have faced some turbulent months, marked by personal. In February 1981, the wait was over. Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer were engaged. The engagement ring, a stunning sapphire surrounded by diamonds, caught everyone's attention. The couple appeared happy and relaxed, and the public was equally delighted that a royal wedding was on the horizon. It's clear that Diana fell deeply in love with Charles. She was young, naive, and enamored with the idea of being a princess. However, if you watch the footage from the engagement announcement, a telling moment stands out. When asked if they were in love, Diana beams and replies, "Of course." But Charles, with an almost flippant tone, adds, "Whatever in love means." Diana looks at him, puzzled, as if to ask, "Don't you know what love is?" This moment revealed an underlying issue. Charles didn't truly understand love. The wedding day was magnificent, and Diana, with her iconic vows, pledged herself to Charles. Yet, behind the grandeur, cracks were forming. After the birth of Prince Harry, their relationship rapidly deteriorated. It wasn't the fairy tale either of them had imagined. In fact, even before the wedding, both Diana and Charles had serious doubts. Friends warned Charles that the marriage wouldn't work, describing Diana as too young and inexperienced to handle the pressures of royal life. Diana spent 15 years in the royal family, enduring moments of immense unhappiness. She was often isolated, trapped in a loveless marriage. Despite her distress, she tried to maintain a brave face for her sons, determined not to let them see her pain. Meanwhile, Charles was carrying on an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, making little effort to hide it. In 1989, Diana finally confronted Camilla during a party for Camilla's sister. Diana, trembling with fear and rage, told her, "I'm not stupid, I know what's going on." The confrontation left Diana emotionally shattered. On the way home, she sobbed uncontrollably, while Charles remained silent. For Diana, this marked the end of any hope for reconciliation. Diana's pain was not just emotional. She battled bulimia and depression, openly discussing these struggles on television. Her honesty was unprecedented for a royal. Speaking about bulimia, she explained, "You inflict it upon yourself because your self-esteem is so low. It's a moment of comfort, but then you feel disgusted with yourself." Her candidness reached its peak during the infamous 1995 Panorama interview. In it, Diana revealed, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Her bravery in sharing her truth captivated millions and brought new scrutiny to the royal family. By 1997, Diana had divorced Charles and stepped back from royal life. She retained an apartment in Kensington Palace and continued to prioritize her role as a mother. However, she refused royal security in her later years, choosing to distance herself from the monarchy. Tragically, her life was cut short in a car accident on August 31, 1997. There's one important piece of advice I always shared with Diana. I told her, "Look, having security around you isn't just about protection, it's also about privacy. Yes, we've sometimes been invasive, but we've tried to respect your boundaries. Whatever you choose to do, whether here or abroad, always prioritize your safety." Sadly, Diana didn't fully heed that advice. Her decision to decline royal security ultimately led to the tragic events in Paris in 1997. In my view, only one person could have changed the course of history: Queen Elizabeth. Had she insisted that Diana retain her security detail, I am convinced her death could have been prevented. In September 1995, Diana visited the Royal Brompton Hospital to see a friend undergoing surgery. There she met Dr. Hasnat Khan, a cardiac surgeon. It was love at first sight. Toward the end of her life, Diana often referred to Hasnat as her soulmate. For over 2 years, their relationship remained a deeply private affair, hidden from the world. I personally helped them maintain that secrecy. I'd drive Hasnat to Kensington Palace, smuggling him in the back seat of my car under a blanket. Diana longed for love, often telling me, "All I want, Paul, is for a man to wrap his arms around me and say, 'I love you.' Is that too much to ask?" During her visits to Pakistan, Diana cherished the time she spent there, building fond memories. She even introduced William and Harry to Hasnat, as she saw him as the man she would marry. But Hasnat was apprehensive about the intense media scrutiny and the overwhelming pressure that came with Diana's fame. Meanwhile, Diana's connection with Dodi Fayed became public in the summer of 1997. They had known each other for years, meeting at various events. That summer, their friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship. Their time in the south of France deepened their bond, and upon returning to London, they planned to continue seeing each other. After their deaths, conspiracy theories emerged. Mohammed Al-Fayed, Dodi's father, claimed the British Secret Service orchestrated the crash. He even suggested that Diana was carrying Dodi's child and that their impending engagement posed a threat to the monarchy. To preserve his version of events, Mohammed created a shrine for Diana and Dodi in the basement of Harrods, showcasing an engagement ring he claimed Dodi had given Diana. However, Diana's closest confidants dismissed these claims. She wasn't pregnant, nor was she planning to marry Dodi. Her heart still belonged to Hasnat. Despite their love, Hasnat couldn't handle the relentless intrusion of the press. Diana's late-night visits to his hospital raised security concerns, and the disruption began affecting his work. Diana had never experienced a normal life. Born into one of England's most prestigious aristocratic families, she was the daughter of Lord Spencer and grew up on the Sandringham estate. The Spencer family's lineage was so distinguished that, in some ways, they were considered grander than the royal family itself. Diana was proud of her heritage, yet deeply insecure. She was a blend of naivety and complex. Diana dreamt of marrying Hasnat and even discussed having a daughter with him. She went so far as to ask her butler, Paul, to find someone who could discreetly officiate their marriage. But when Hasnat discovered her plans, he told her, "Do you really think we can just bring a priest here and get married?" For him, the idea was absurd. That moment marked the breaking point in their relationship. Diana's quest for love, safety, and a normal life shaped the final years of her remarkable yet turbulent journey. Her story remains one of heartbreak, resilience, and a deep longing for connection. Diana's relationship with Dodi Al-Fayed was unlike anything she'd experienced before. He was incredibly charming, always immaculately dressed, and carried a cool, confident demeanor with his American accent. From the beginning, he treated Diana like a true princess, something she wasn't used to. With her previous partner, Hasnat Khan, they often had to hide. Their dates were confined to private dinners at home or discreet outings. But with Dodi, Diana could step into the spotlight, and she loved the attention. Though it's unclear if she was truly in love with Dodi, she seemed captivated by the idea of it. Diana was reportedly looking for stability. She wanted to remarry, and even hoped for another child. However, the prospect of marriage to Dr. Khan was never realistic. Their relationship faced insurmountable challenges, including his reluctance to marry or make their relationship public. Diana's frustration with this was one of the reasons she moved on. Dodi in many ways seemed to be a response to that, a way to make Hasnat jealous. Jessica's response was not pleasant. In the summer of 1997, Diana and Dodi's romance became headline news. On August 20th, Diana arrived in the French Riviera, and for 9 days she joined Dodi on his father's luxurious yacht. The media frenzy around them was undeniable, with photographs of the couple plastered across tabloids worldwide, sending a clear message. Diana had found love again. But tragedy struck just days later. On August 30th, Diana and Dodi landed in Paris. From the moment they arrived, they were relentlessly pursued by paparazzi. That evening, after dining at the Ritz, they attempted to evade photographers by leaving through the hotel's rear entrance. They were driven in a black Mercedes 280 with Henri Paul, a Ritz security employee, behind the wheel. Unknown to Diana and Dodi, Paul had consumed alcohol that evening. His blood alcohol level was later found to be over 3 times the legal limit in France. At 12:23 a.m., as the car sped through the Pont de l'Alma tunnel at over 105 kilometers per hour, more than twice the speed limit, Henri Paul lost control. The vehicle struck the tunnel's right-hand wall, swerved, and collided head-on with a support pillar. The impact was catastrophic, with smoke rising from the wreckage and photographers swarming the car. Despite efforts to save her, Diana's injuries were too severe. She suffered a displaced heart and a torn pulmonary vein, among other critical injuries. She was pronounced dead at approximately 4 a.m. on August 31, 1997. The world was left in shock. Controversy surrounded Diana's final moments. Some questioned the emergency response, which took nearly 2 hours to transport her to the hospital, despite passing 2 closer facilities. This delay raised concerns about whether Diana could have survived with faster treatment. Further scrutiny fell on Henri Paul. Witnesses reported he had consumed only a scotch and a beer, yet toxicology reports showed his blood alcohol level as alarmingly high, along with traces of antidepressants. These findings fueled conspiracy theories, with many speculating that something more sinister may have been at play. There are those who believe Diana's tragic death was no accident, but part of a conspiracy. At first, I didn't want to believe it, yet countless circumstances have persuaded me otherwise. Take, for instance, the headline in a London evening paper on the Monday following the crash. It boldly declared, "Drunk as a skunk," claiming the car was speeding at 120 miles per hour, or 180 kilometers per hour. The article suggested that the driver was 3 times over the legal alcohol limit. But here's the thing. At that point, no blood tests had been analyzed. Later, the British inquest established the car was traveling at 60 miles per hour, a fast speed but far from 120, and this was just the beginning of the inconsistencies. For me, everything pointed to a cover-up. Much like the English jury eventually concluded, it was unlawful killing. It took 10 long years before Britain held an inquest into Diana's death, and every detail I uncovered during that time deepened my suspicions. One chilling fact was that all surveillance cameras along the route of the crash were mysteriously switched off. Unbelievable, right? Then there's the white Fiat Uno that supposedly collided with the Mercedes. It was never found. Suspiciously, a photographer who may have driven it, Andon's son, was later discovered dead in his car. The cause? Alleged suicide. But here's the catch. He had 2 gunshot wounds to the head. "Let's be honest, who needs a second shot to commit suicide?" he said. Despite an extensive investigation, the French authorities failed to locate the Fiat, and after all these years, finding it now seems almost impossible. Another eerie revelation. Diana wrote me a letter months before the crash. In it she said, "The next few months are the most difficult of my life. I fear my husband is planning an accident in my car, brake failure or head injuries. To make way for his remarriage." Reading those words after her death felt haunting. Could someone have been monitoring her, following her every move? I don't know. What I do know is that no one would openly sign off on the murder of the future king's mother. That said, Diana marrying a Muslim man and possibly starting a new family would have been extremely inconvenient for the British royal family and establishment. Had Diana lived and married Dodi Al Fayed, the public's attention might have shifted from the House of Windsor to a new, alternative royal family. That's not something they could have allowed. At the time, rumors swirled. Was she pregnant? Were they planning to announce an engagement upon their return to London? Diana even called a trusted journalist, Richard Kay, saying she had something important to share. But we'll never know what it was, until she returns from a long mini-vacation in South America to study Spanish in fluency. Some argue that Diana's untimely death was convenient for many. Had she survived, she would have played a major role in raising Prince William and Prince Harry. Instead, the royal family assumed full responsibility for the boys with no interference. Her brother Charles Spencer openly addressed this in his eulogy at Westminster Abbey, pledging to protect her sons from a similar fate. His words were powerful. She would want us to pledge today to protect her beloved boys, William and Harry, from the anguish that used to bring her such despair. We, her blood family, will continue to nurture them so that their souls are not simply immersed by duty and tradition, but can sing openly, as Diana planned. Tribunal followed. The world mourned its golden child. Elton John's tribute, Candle in the Wind, captured the heartbreak of millions. But Diana's story was far from over. Behind her public image, she was navigating personal struggles. Her relationship with Dodi Al-Fayed had lasted just 30 days. Yet, it was enough to cause a media frenzy. In her final days, Diana was torn. She spoke openly about feeling isolated on the yacht, bored and longing to return home. She revealed to friends that Dodi had been showering her with gifts, earrings, a watch, even a necklace. She suspected a proposal was next. Interestingly, her former partner, Hasnat Khan, called her the day before she died, attempting to reconcile. Many believe that, had she returned to London, her romance with Hasnat would have reignited. Dodi, however, was deeply in love with Diana. He expressed this sentiment to me directly, saying, "Michael, there will never, ever be another woman for me." Excerpt from Dodi's letter, September 28. In the end, Diana was looking for a new direction in life. She wanted freedom from the relentless media scrutiny and the pressures of royal life. But the circumstances of her death remained shrouded in mystery. From the elusive white Fiat Uno to the suspicious actions of the French authorities, every detail raises more questions than answers. Was it all just a tragic accident? Or was there something more sinister at play? The world may never truly know. In the intricate web of royal duties, power dynamics, and familial relationships, the British monarchy has always been a source of fascination and speculation. Yet recent developments at Buckingham Palace have shocked even the most seasoned royal observers. While power struggles and political maneuvers are commonplace in both history and modern monarchies, the current situation has taken an unprecedented turn that highlights the fragile equilibrium of royal life. As Queen Camilla transitioned from Queen Consort to simply Queen, many expected this to be the pinnacle of her royal career. This change seemed to symbolize her acceptance into the royal family as a central figure, finally solidifying her place beside King Charles III. However, this elevation, instead of enhancing her authority, unveiled an undercurrent of challenges and unexpected sidelining. The move coincided with King Charles making a pivotal decision to delegate significant responsibilities to Prince William and Princess Catherine, the new Prince and Princess of Wales. This decision placed Camilla in a peculiar position. Despite her new title, her influence appeared diminished, as the younger royals assumed key roles traditionally associated with the monarchy's core responsibilities. William's acquisition of Scottish titles, deeply meaningful within the royal hierarchy, further emphasized the shift of focus toward the next generation. King Charles publicly stated, "I have full confidence that the Prince and Princess of Wales will inspire and guide our national discourse." However, for Camilla, this reshuffling left her feeling sidelined raising questions about her role in the future of the monarchy. Camilla's elevation to the title of Queen was expected to mark a triumphant chapter in her journey. For decades, she faced public criticism and scrutiny, stemming from her controversial involvement in King Charles's life during his marriage to Princess Diana. The title Queen Consort in 2022 was seen as a significant milestone, signaling that the public and the monarchy had moved past those scandals. Yet as events unfolded, the prestige of her new position seemed hollow. Traditionally, queens have played influential roles both publicly and behind the scenes, often sharing the responsibilities of the reigning monarch. For Camilla, however, the transfer of major duties to William and Catherine appeared to indicate that she was not central to the monarchy's long-term plans. This reality contrasted sharply with her expectations, leading to a sense of frustration and discontent. Sources close to the royal household have suggested that Camilla's diminished role has led to growing tensions within the family, as she grapples with the implications of this shift. The prominence of Prince William and Princess Catherine has been steadily growing over the years, but the latest developments have catapulted them into an even brighter spotlight. Their ability to balance traditional royal duties with modern sensibilities has made them immensely popular. From their philanthropic efforts to their relatable parenting style, the couple embodies the image of a modern monarchy that resonates with both younger and older generations. Their increasing involvement in high-profile events and national initiatives has further solidified their status as the future faces of the British monarchy. This prominence, however, has cast a long shadow over Queen Camilla. Her efforts to establish herself as a central figure are consistently overshadowed by the widespread public and media adoration for William and Catherine. For Camilla, this dynamic has been both a professional and personal challenge, as it highlights the delicate balancing act required to navigate the royal hierarchy. Camilla's journey to the throne has been anything but smooth. Once derided as the other woman in the infamous love triangle involving Charles and Diana, she endured decades of harsh public judgment. Tabloid headlines painted her as a villain, and public opinion was slow to change. Over time, through quiet resilience and a carefully crafted public image, Camilla managed to earn a measure of acceptance. Her appointment as Queen Consort in 2022 was a testament to this hard-won transformation. However, her promotion to Queen has not translated into the influence she might have anticipated. Instead, it seems to have reinforced the monarchy's focus on William and Catherine as the linchpins of its future. This strategy aligns with King Charles's vision of a streamlined, modern monarchy, but has left Camilla struggling to find her place in this evolving structure. Rumors of tension between Camilla and Catherine have circulated for years, often dismissed as tabloid fodder. Yet, insiders suggest that these undercurrents have become harder to ignore. From the early days of William and Catherine's relationship, Camilla reportedly harbored doubts about Catherine's suitability for royal life. These concerns, rooted in Catherine's middle-class background, were said to contribute to the couple's brief breakup in 2007. Despite this rocky start, Catherine has since become a beloved figure, both within the royal family and among the public. Her grace, charisma, and impeccable sense of duty have cemented her status as an ideal future queen. For Camilla, this comparison has been a source of quiet frustration. While she has worked tirelessly to overcome her past and gain acceptance, Catherine's wittiness Camilla faces in winning over public opinion. King Charles's decision to elevate William and Catherine's roles is a calculated move to secure the monarchy's relevance in a rapidly changing world. As one of the oldest institutions in modern history, the British monarchy must continually adapt to survive. Charles recognizes that the younger generation holds the key to this evolution. William and Catherine's ability to connect with the public, particularly younger demographics, positions them as vital to the monarchy's future. This shift, while strategically sound, has come at a personal cost to Camilla. Her aspirations for greater influence within the royal family have been overshadowed by the growing prominence of the younger royals. Public perception still associates her with the scandals of the past, making it difficult for her to fully step out of that shadow. As the monarchy navigates this new chapter, Camilla's role remains a subject of speculation. Will she find a way to assert her influence and carve out a meaningful place in this modernized institution? Or will she continue to be overshadowed by the dynamic duo of William and Catherine? Only time will tell. In the meantime, the shifting dynamics within Buckingham Palace serve as a reminder of the complexities of royal life. Titles may change, but the underlying power structures and public expectations often prove resistant to transformation. For Camilla, the journey from the other woman to queen has been a testament to resilience. Yet as she faces the realities of her new role, it becomes clear that the crown she wears is far from a guarantee of authority. During the recent Balmoral summit, an unexpected revelation surfaced, sparking public fascination and casting new light on the inner workings of the royal family. Princess Anne, Queen Elizabeth's only daughter, divulged a discreet message that had been shared with her by the late Queen Elizabeth regarding Princess Catherine, now the Princess of Wales. This revelation left Queen Consort Camilla so taken aback that she was rendered speechless, and the public was left to wonder what was it about Princess Catherine that could leave Camilla, a woman accustomed to public scrutiny and diplomacy, utterly shocked. To understand the weight of this disclosure, one must first consider the intricate dynamics within the royal family. Princess Anne, Queen Elizabeth's daughter, has always been known for her discretion and commitment to the royal cause. She is the only sibling of King Charles III, born in 1950 to Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. As the Princess Royal, she has upheld her duties with a stoic commitment, often performing the most challenging and unsung roles in the royal sphere. Anne has also built a reputation for her charity work, particularly in the fields of equestrianism and child welfare. She has had a history of strong relationships, including her first marriage to Captain Peter Phillips, with whom she had 2 children, Zara Tyndall and Peter Phillips, both of whom are prominent members of the royal family today. Her second marriage, to Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, further solidified her place within the royal circle. But Anne's connection to the revelation about Princess Catherine, her sister-in-law, and the late Queen's wishes was what stole the show at the Balmoral summit. Princess Catherine, now the Princess of Wales, has made a tremendous mark on the royal family and the world since her marriage to Prince William in 2011. The couple's wedding was one of the most anticipated events of the 21st century, drawing millions to witness their union, which was celebrated as a modern-day fairy tale. But Catherine's role in the royal family has evolved far beyond being a newlywed. She is now recognized for her poise, charity work, and the way she embodies royal responsibilities with grace and humility. Born Catherine Middleton in 1982 in Berkshire, England, she grew up in a middle-class family and attended prestigious institutions like Marlborough College before studying art history at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. It was there that she met Prince William, and their relationship blossomed over the years. Catherine's transformation from a university student into the Princess of Wales is one of the most fascinating aspects of modern royal life. After Prince William proposed in 2010, she adopted a more formal persona, shedding her casual nickname Kate in favor of the name Catherine. Their 2011 wedding, a lavish affair, marked her formal entrance into royal life, and she soon became a pillar of stability and support for her husband. Together, they raised 3 children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Each of these children is poised to play a critical role in the future of the monarchy. Her devotion to charity, mental health awareness, and child development has been especially commendable. The establishment of the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood in 2021 stands out as one of her most important initiatives, while her Heads Together campaign with Prince William and Prince Harry focused on reducing the stigma surrounding mental health. But it was her role as the consort to the future King of England that cemented her place as one of the most respected and adored figures in the royal family. Now, in January 2024, as Catherine announced a brief break from royal duties for health reasons, including abdominal surgery and ongoing cancer treatment. Her life took yet another dramatic turn. The speculation around her health became a media frenzy, with rumors swirling about her condition. Catherine's decision to share her diagnosis with the public and her courage in facing her treatment with dignity only reinforced the public's love and admiration for her. Yet beneath the surface, another layer of royal intrigue was unfolding. The recent revelation at the Balmoral summit concerned the late Queen Elizabeth's private thoughts on Princess Catherine's future within the monarchy. This message, shared with Princess Anne, carried significant weight, as it reflected Queen Elizabeth's hopes for her family's legacy, particularly for Catherine's role as future queen consort. But how did this message come to be, and why was it so important? To understand the full significance of Queen Elizabeth's words, we must examine the complex relationships within the royal family, particularly between Princess Anne and Queen Consort Camilla. The history between Princess Anne and Camilla has been complicated, marked by both personal and professional challenges. Camilla, who became Prince Charles's second wife, was entwined in royal scandals dating back to the 1970s. Her relationship with Prince Charles, which began while he was still married to Princess Diana, caused a great deal of friction within the royal family. But even before Camilla married Charles in 2005, she had been a part of the royal circles, especially through her connections to Andrew Parker Bowles, a key figure in the royal household. Anne's relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles played a pivotal role in the drama that unfolded between Camilla and Charles. Though Anne and Camilla have always shared mutual respect for each other as royal figures, their personal interactions have often been under scrutiny. When Camilla married Charles, tensions were high within the family. The complex dynamics only deepened when Queen Elizabeth herself initially hesitated to embrace Camilla's new role as the future queen consort. Over time, however, public opinion shifted, and Camilla slowly carved out her space within the royal family. Yet, despite these public efforts to move past old tensions, the relationship between Camilla and Princess Anne remains strained. Anne's loyalty to the memory of Princess Diana and her reservations about Camilla's ascension to the throne contributed to this complex dynamic. But even though Anne was not an active participant in the public acceptance of Camilla's role, the two women found common ground in their shared sense of duty and commitment to the crown. However, the revelation that Princess Anne shared with the public at the Balmoral summit added an entirely new layer to this relationship. The revelation concerned the Queen's thoughts on Catherine's future, and it is clear that the late monarch saw her as the future of the monarchy. Queen Elizabeth's decision to share her personal hopes for Catherine was both a sign of immense trust and a reflection of her belief in Catherine's ability to lead and uphold the values of the royal family. One of the most telling aspects of their relationship was the trust Queen Elizabeth placed in Catherine. Over the years, Catherine and the Queen bonded not only through shared experiences but also through their personal interactions. Queen Elizabeth was known to have given Catherine meaningful gifts, some of which had significant sentimental value. The coronation necklace and earrings, for example, were passed on to Catherine as a symbol of the legacy that Queen Elizabeth wanted her to carry forward. These pieces of jewelry, worn by generations of queens at their coronations, were entrusted to Catherine with the understanding that she would one day wear them herself. This gift was not only an acknowledgement of Catherine's role, but also a powerful gesture that symbolized the passing of the torch from one monarch to the next. Catherine's ability to navigate the complexities of royal life, coupled with her unwavering commitment to public service, made her a natural choice to carry on Queen Elizabeth's legacy. While the royal family is often a source of intrigue and controversy, the trust that Queen Elizabeth placed in Catherine underscores the sense of continuity and duty that defines the monarchy. This is why the revelation about Catherine's future, shared by Princess Anne, was so impactful. It also shed light on the broader relationship between Catherine and the rest of the royal family. Princess Anne's role in preserving royal secrets and her long-standing connection to her mother, Queen Elizabeth, placed her in a unique position to share this information. As the royal family prepares for the future, it is clear that Catherine will play a central role in shaping the monarchy's legacy. The question, however, remains: how will this revelation affect her relationship with Camilla, and what does it mean for the future of the monarchy? As we reflect on the significance of this message, It is clear that Queen Elizabeth's trust in Catherine speaks volumes about the future direction of the royal family. Whether or not this revelation shifts the dynamic between Camilla and Catherine remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the monarchy's future is in capable hands. The British royal family, renowned for its gilded traditions and unyielding veneer of unity, has always harbored internal tensions. Among the most enigmatic and persistent of these rivalries is the alleged animosity between Princess Anne, the resolute defender of royal values, and Queen Camilla, whose path to royalty was anything but traditional. As queen consort, Camilla remains a divisive figure in the public eye, with a recent poll showing that only 14% of Britons support her use of the title queen. What fuels Princess Anne's rumored disdain for Camilla, and how has this relationship shaped the modern monarchy? Let's delve into the complexities of their personalities, histories, and values to uncover the roots of this fractured royal dynamic. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, has spent a lifetime upholding the monarchy's most cherished traditions. Renowned for her rigorous work ethic, no-nonsense demeanor, and unwavering loyalty to the crown, Anne is often described as the hardest-working royal. Year after year, she attends more engagements than her royal peers, reflecting a commitment to duty instilled in her by Queen Elizabeth herself. Anne's life is steeped in discipline and pragmatism. She shuns the modern trappings of fame, eschewing public displays of personal matters and rarely granting interviews. Instead, she focuses on her responsibilities, embodying a traditional vision of royalty that prioritizes service over self-promotion. This steadfast adherence to duty has earned Anne the admiration of the public and positioned her as a symbol of continuity within an evolving monarchy. Anne's strict adherence to tradition also extends to her expectations for those who join the royal family. She holds a deep respect for the institution's values and maintains a critical eye toward anyone she believes might compromise its integrity. These principles have often placed her at odds with individuals whose personal histories challenge her rigid standards. None more so than Queen Camilla. Camilla Parker Bowles' journey to becoming queen consort was fraught with controversy, rooted in her long-standing relationship with King Charles III. Their story began in the early 1970s, when they developed a close romantic bond. However, society expectations and royal pressures led Charles and Camilla to part ways. In 1973, Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles, seemingly closing the chapter on her romance with Charles. Yet Camilla's presence in Charles's life persisted. By the 1980s, as Charles's marriage to Princess Diana deteriorated, rumors of an affair between him and Camilla began to surface. The scandal erupted into public view in the early 1990s. Casting a long shadow over the royal family, Camilla was vilified by the press, branded as the other woman who had betrayed Diana and the British public's trust. The fallout from the affair reverberated through the monarchy. For Anne, Camilla's involvement was more than a personal failing. It represented a profound betrayal of the institution's values. Anne viewed Camilla as a disruptive force whose actions had fractured the family's unity and tarnished its public image. The bond between Princess Anne and Princess Diana was not without its complexities, but Anne deeply respected Diana's humanitarian work and her devotion to her sons, Princes William and Harry. Diana's untimely death in 1997 cemented her status as the people's princess, a figure who brought warmth and relatability to the monarchy. For Anne, Diana's legacy remains a touchstone for royal values, one that stands in stark contrast to Camilla's controversial past. Anne's loyalty to Diana's memory is evident in her interactions with Camilla. While Anne maintains a professional demeanor in public, insiders suggest her disapproval of Camilla lingers. For Anne, Camilla embodies the heartache Diana endured and the scandal that shook the royal family to its core. Anne and Camilla's strained relationship is further compounded by their starkly different personalities. Anne is the epitome of traditional royalty, valuing discipline, restraint, and a low-profile lifestyle. She prioritizes duty above all else, often appearing reserved and pragmatic in public. Camilla, on the other hand, has embraced a more modern and approachable image. Since marrying Charles in 2005, she has used her platform to champion causes such as literacy and domestic abuse prevention. Her relaxed demeanor and willingness to engage with the media mark a departure from Anne's reserved approach. This fundamental difference in outlook fuels their tension. Anne views Camilla's informality as a dilution of the monarchy's gravitas, while Camilla's supporters see her as a symbol of the institution's adaptability. For Anne, preserving the monarchy's traditional values is paramount, and she perceives Camilla's modernizing influence as a potential threat to its integrity. The affair between Charles and Camilla not only strained the public's trust in the monarchy, but also caused rifts within the royal family itself. For Anne, the scandal was deeply personal. It forced her to navigate conflicting loyalties, her bond with her brother Charles, and her commitment to upholding the monarchy's dignity. Anne's disapproval of Camilla persisted even after Charles and Camilla married. To this day, she reportedly remains wary of Camilla's influence on Charles, viewing their relationship as a challenge to the monarchy's image of stability and moral authority. When Charles and Camilla married, Camilla adopted the title Duchess of Cornwall, a deliberate choice to avoid overshadowing Diana's legacy. Over the years, Camilla worked to rehabilitate her public image through charitable work and a growing presence in royal duties. Yet her rise to queen consort has been met with resistance from traditionalists like Anne. Anne's discomfort with Camilla's ascent reflects her belief in the monarchy's moral standards. For Anne, the title of queen consort symbolizes an unblemished legacy, one she associates with her mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Camilla's controversial past remains a point of contention, highlighting the enduring tension between the monarchy's traditional values and its efforts to modernize. The rumored animosity between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla underscores a deeper struggle within the royal family, the balance between tradition and change. While Anne remains a steadfast defender of the monarchy's traditional values, Camilla represents a more modern and accessible approach. Their relationship serves as a microcosm of the challenges faced by the British monarchy in the 21st century. As it seeks to navigate a rapidly changing world, the institution must reconcile its storied past with the demands of the present, a task made all the more complex by the personal dynamics within the royal family. In the end, the tension between Anne and Camilla is more than just a clash of personalities. It is a reflection of the monarchy's ongoing evolution and the enduring question of what it means to be royal. What does the future hold for Princess Catherine, the future Queen of Great Britain? Known for her warm personality, charitable efforts, and impeccable fashion sense, she has captured hearts worldwide. However, behind the public image, Catherine is fighting a private battle against pain and illness. Following the devastating news of her cancer diagnosis, fans and loved ones have expressed deep concern. Even doctors remain uncertain about the challenges she might face if her pain becomes unmanageable. It's a difficult journey for Catherine, affectionately called Kate by her friends. Alongside her husband, Prince William, she has made significant decisions about her health, decisions that have brought many to tears. Before delving into this emotional story, let's take a look back at Catherine's remarkable life. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born on January 9, 1982, at the Royal Berkshire Hospital in Reading. Raised in a well-off family, she was baptized at St. Andrew's Church in Bradfield. Her parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, both worked for British Airways, he as a flight dispatcher and she as a flight attendant. Catherine, the eldest of 3 children, has a younger sister, Philippa, Pippa, and a younger brother, James. The Middletons have distant royal connections dating back to the early 20th century. The family's financial success was bolstered by trust funds established over a century ago. Her great-grandparents, Noel and Olive Middleton, even hosted members of the royal family during the 1920s and 1930s. In 1984, the family relocated to Amman, Jordan, where Catherine attended an English nursery school. Upon returning to Berkshire in 1986, she began her education at St. Andrew's School. Her later schooling included Downhouse and Marlborough College, where she excelled academically and athletically, even captaining the women's field hockey team. Before university, Catherine took a gap year, studying at the British Institute of Florence and participating in a Raleigh International program in Chile. She also worked as a deckhand in Southampton. Eventually, she enrolled at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, studying art history. It was here that she met Prince William in 2001. Their romance blossomed during their university years, with Catherine famously catching William's attention at a fashion show. Catherine graduated with honors in 2005 and briefly worked in the fashion industry as an accessories buyer for Jigsaw. She also curated photography exhibitions and organized charitable events, including a Star Wars-themed fundraiser that raised PSOE, P-O-S-O, for children's charities. Her relationship with Prince William wasn't without challenges. They experienced brief breakups in 2004 and 2007 due to the pressures of public life. However, their bond endured, and in October 2010, William proposed during a trip to Kenya with his late mother's engagement ring. The couple married on April 29, 2011, in a globally televised ceremony at Westminster Abbey. Catherine embraced her royal duties with grace. From her first public engagements to international tours, she quickly became a beloved figure. Over the years, she championed numerous causes, from children's hospices to mental health awareness. As a mother to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, she balanced her royal responsibilities with family life. Despite her public appearances and charitable work, Catherine's health struggles have added an emotional layer to her journey. Her bouts with severe morning sickness during pregnancies highlighted her resilience, but recent challenges have been far more daunting. How she and Prince William navigate these difficulties remains to be seen. In May 2021, Prince William and Catherine collaborated with the UK, Scottish, and Welsh governments before embarking on a notable tour of Edinburgh and Fife in June. That same month, they participated in the G7 summit in Cornwall, where Catherine joined discussions on early childhood education alongside Jill Biden and primary school students. In February 2022, Catherine traveled to Denmark to study their approach to supporting children's social and emotional development. She also marked significant milestones for both nations' monarchies. In March 2022, the couple toured Belize, the Bahamas, and Jamaica to celebrate Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee. Their active schedules reflected their commitment to royal duties, but tragedy struck on September 8, 2022. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, William inherited the title of Prince of Wales the following day, making Catherine the Princess of Wales. Soon after, the couple visited Anglesey and Swansea, symbolizing their new roles. By February 2023, they had also explored Falmouth as Duke and Duchess of Cornwall. From the beginning of their marriage, Catherine embraced royal responsibilities, establishing a wedding gift fund with William in 2011 that supported 26 charities spanning youth, the elderly, the arts, and conservation. The foundation was renamed the Royal Foundation of the Prince and Princess of Wales in 2012 to honor her contributions. Catherine's philanthropic focus has remained on children's mental health, addiction, and the arts. Her involvement has led to a phenomenon dubbed the Kate Effect, significantly boosting donations and awareness for her patronages. These include Action for Children, the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, and the Maternal Mental Health Alliance, and numerous other institutions. Her art history background influenced her support for art therapy initiatives like the Art Room, which help disadvantaged children. She has been involved with the National Portrait Gallery and received several patronage from Queen Elizabeth II, including the Lawn Tennis Association and the Royal Photographic Society. In 2019, Catherine became the patron of the Royal Air Force Cadets, a role previously held by the Duke of Edinburgh for 63 years. Catherine has also championed addiction recovery through Action on Addiction, launching the Impact program to address the effects of drug abuse on families. In June 2021, she became the patron of the Forward Trust, introducing a campaign called Taking Action on Addiction. Her devotion to palliative care for children is equally notable. She has supported East Anglia's children's hospices, giving her first public speech at their Ipswich facility opening in 2012. By 2019, her efforts helped raise $10 million for their Norfolk Hospice Week. A sports enthusiast, Catherine regularly attends Wimbledon and has been a patron of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club since 2016. She also supports sailing events to raise funds for charities. In 2012, she and William, alongside Prince Harry, co-founded Coach Core to create opportunities for aspiring sports coaches. Her roles expanded further in February 2022 when she became the patron of the Rugby Football Union and Rugby Football League, succeeding Prince Harry. Catherine's dedication to inspiring and supporting communities extends to nature initiatives like the Backyard Nature Campaign and participating in charity yachting events such as the King's Cup in 2019. However, recent years have brought challenges. In January 2024, Kensington Palace announced that Catherine underwent planned abdominal surgery for a non-cancerous issue. Despite this, post-operative tests revealed a cancer diagnosis, leading her to begin chemotherapy in late February. As a result, Catherine stepped back from public duties, with reports suggesting her absence may last until at least June. This period has reshaped the royal family's routines. Prince William has shown unwavering support for his wife and their children. George, Charlotte, and Louis have adapted to the circumstances with remarkable maturity. Catherine's battle has also raised awareness about the importance of early diagnosis and healthcare. While she undergoes treatment, the family remains united and hopeful. Friends and relatives have rallied around, emphasizing resilience and love. Catherine's journey has inspired many, demonstrating strength and grace in the face of adversity. Beyond her health battle, Catherine's influence remains significant. Known for her impeccable style, she has earned a place in Time's 100 Most Influential People lists and was inducted into the International Best Dressed Hall of Fame. She consistently ranks as one of the most popular members of the royal family, a testament to her impact and enduring legacy. As Catherine continues her recovery, the public awaits her return, supporting her with optimism and admiration. The strength and solidarity she shares with William and their family serve as a reminder of their resilience and dedication to their roles. Let's remain hopeful for her recovery and inspired by her remarkable journey. The British royal family has long captured the imagination of people worldwide with its fascinating blend of tradition, drama, and modernity. Often likened to a real-life soap opera, its inner workings are shrouded in intrigue, fueled by decades of family rivalries, controversial relationships, and unexpected revelations. Recently, yet another chapter unfolded when a Princess Anne shook the royal household to its core. This confidential communication, reportedly intended for Princess Catherine, sheds light on the late Queen's vision for the future of the monarchy and reveals the complicated dynamics between its key players. While Queen Camilla currently holds the title of Queen Consort, it appears that the late monarch never saw her as the rightful bearer of such a position. Instead, Queen Elizabeth's trust and hopes rested on Catherine, the Princess of Wales, a figure she viewed as embodying the grace, dedication, and resilience necessary to carry forward her legacy. This revelation, delivered during a family summit at Balmoral Castle, has sparked whispers of a potential shift in the monarchy's The Balmoral Summit, traditionally a quiet retreat for the royal family, took a dramatic turn when Princess Anne disclosed a secret message from her late mother. Known for her forthright nature and steadfast loyalty, Anne has often been a silent force within the family. Her relationship with Queen Elizabeth was built on decades of mutual trust and understanding, making her the ideal confidant for such sensitive matters. Anne revealed that Queen Elizabeth had entrusted her with a message to deliver to Princess Catherine. While the precise details of the message remain undisclosed, sources suggest it revolved around Catherine's growing role in the monarchy. The late Queen reportedly admired Catherine's humility, resilience, and ability to balance her royal duties with her responsibilities as a mother. These qualities reminded the Queen of herself and were seen as vital traits for the monarchy's future. The atmosphere at Balmoral changed dramatically after Anne's announcement. Queen Camilla, who has faced years of public scrutiny and familial challenges, was reportedly shaken. Camilla's rise to her current position has been fraught with controversy, particularly given her history as the other woman in Prince Charles and Princess Diana's tumultuous marriage. While Camilla has worked tirelessly to rehabilitate her image through charity work and public appearances, her position within the family remains complex. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, has had a remarkable journey from a middle-class upbringing to becoming one of the most beloved figures in the British monarchy. Born in Reading, England, in 1982, Catherine grew up in a supportive family environment that emphasized hard work and perseverance. Her parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, were self-made entrepreneurs who instilled in their children a strong sense of responsibility and ambition. Catherine attended the University of St Andrews in Scotland, where she met Prince William. Their relationship, though not without its challenges, blossomed into a love story that captured the public's imagination. Following a brief breakup, the couple reconciled and announced their engagement in 2010. Their wedding at Westminster Abbey in April 2011 was a global spectacle, watched by millions and solidifying Catherine's place in the royal family. Since joining the monarchy, Catherine has focused on issues close to her heart, including mental health, early childhood development, and addiction awareness. She is widely praised for her hands-on approach to parenting and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Her natural warmth and dedication to her role have drawn comparisons to Princess Diana, further endearing her to the public. Queen Elizabeth's faith in Catherine was evident not only in her private communications but also in her symbolic gestures. Throughout her reign, the late monarch demonstrated her confidence in Catherine through acts that underscored her future role. For instance, she gifted Catherine the coronation necklace and earrings, heirlooms with deep historical significance. These pieces, associated with Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth's own coronation, were not just items of immense value, but also symbols of trust and continuity. The late Queen reportedly saw in Catherine the qualities she believed essential for the monarchy's stability. Her humility, grace, and resilience in the face of public scrutiny reminded the Queen of her own approach to the crown. These qualities made Catherine not just a beloved public figure, but also a pivotal force within the royal family. While the Queen's support for Catherine brought comfort to many, it also highlighted the underlying tensions within the family. Queen Camilla, in particular, has faced a challenging journey. Her controversial relationship with Charles, coupled with years of public criticism, has left her in a precarious position. Despite her efforts to rebuild her image, including extensive charitable work, Camilla has often been overshadowed by Catherine's popularity and public appeal. The Balmoral summit only served to exacerbate these tensions. Anne's disclosure of the late Queen's message was a stark reminder of the dynamics at play. While Catherine's position within the family has grown stronger, Camilla's role as Queen Consort remains fraught with challenges, both public and private. Adding another layer of complexity is the decades-long rivalry between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. Their relationship dates back to the 1970s, when Anne was romantically involved with Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla's first husband. Although Anne and Andrew eventually parted ways, they remained close friends, a fact that reportedly caused friction between Anne and Camilla. Over the years, this rivalry has manifested in subtle yet significant ways. Anne, fiercely loyal to her mother and deeply committed to her royal duties, has often been skeptical of Camilla's place within the family. This skepticism was reportedly on full display during Charles and Camilla's wedding, where Anne appeared distant and aloof. Catherine's role within the royal family has not been without its challenges. In early 2024, she faced a personal health crisis, undergoing major abdominal surgery and later revealing a cancer diagnosis. This news sent shockwaves through the nation, but also highlighted Catherine's resilience and the public's deep affection for her. Throughout her treatment, Catherine maintained a low profile, focusing on her recovery while continuing to fulfill her royal duties as much as possible. Her decision to share her health journey with the public was met with widespread support and admiration, further solidifying her position as a beloved figure. As the royal family navigates this period of transition under King Charles III, the late Queen's vision for Catherine's role becomes increasingly clear. Queen Elizabeth's trust in Catherine was not just a personal endorsement, but a statement about the future of the monarchy. Her support for Catherine underscores the importance of qualities like humility, resilience, and dedication in ensuring the crown's longevity. The ongoing tensions within the family, including the rivalry between Anne and Camilla, reflect the broader challenges of maintaining unity and stability within the monarchy. However, Catherine's rise to prominence offers a beacon of hope. Her ability to balance tradition with modernity, coupled with her genuine connection to the public, positions her as a key figure in shaping the monarchy's future. The British royal family remains a source of fascination and intrigue, embodying the complex interplay of history, tradition, and personal relationships. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, stands at the center of this evolving narrative. Her journey from a commoner to a pivotal member of the monarchy highlights the adaptability and resilience required to navigate the pressures of royal life. Queen Elizabeth's trust in Catherine, as demonstrated through both private messages and public gestures, serves as a testament to her belief in Catherine's ability to uphold the monarchy's values. As the public continues to watch Catherine's journey, one thing is clear: she embodies the qualities that the late Queen valued most, ensuring that the legacy of the crown remains secure for generations to come. The world is abuzz with startling revelations from within the royal family. Princess Charlotte, still a young voice in the monarchy, has spoken out, and her words have sent shockwaves through the palace. What she disclosed about Princess Diana isn't just surprising, it's something the royal family has struggled to keep hidden for decades. The truth is now in the open, and it starkly contrasts the fairy tale image they've worked so hard to maintain. Princess Diana, often called the People's Princess, wasn't born into royalty but seemed destined to transform it. Born Diana Frances Spencer on July 1, 1961, she was the fourth of 5 children in an aristocratic family. From an early age, Diana was surrounded by the grandeur of nobility, yet she had an extraordinary ability to connect with ordinary people. This rare gift would later define her legacy as a royal. Her 1981 marriage to Prince Charles captivated the world, with over 750 million people watching what was hailed as a fairy tale wedding. Yet behind the dazzling tiara and iconic gown was a deeply human woman, facing struggles that would render her story both heartbreaking and inspirational. Diana's unforgettable nature wasn't rooted in her royal title or beauty, but in her heart. She didn't merely wear a crown. She carried the weight of the world's most vulnerable on her shoulders. Rejecting the traditional royal role of ribbon cutting and balcony waving, Diana fully immersed herself in causes that were often considered taboo or uncomfortable. One of her most groundbreaking efforts was her work in raising awareness about HIV/AIDS during the 1980s. At a time when fear and stigma dominated public perception, Diana made a revolutionary statement in 1987 by shaking hands with an AIDS patient without wearing gloves. This single act of compassion was broadcast globally, challenging misconceptions and breaking down barriers. It wasn't just a gesture, it was a defining moment that reshaped societal views on the disease and highlighted the royal family's potential role in addressing modern issues. In 1997, months before her tragic death, Diana made headlines again for her humanitarian work in landmine clearance. Her visit to Angola with the Halo Trust and the iconic image of her walking through an active minefield in protective gear brought global attention to the devastating effects of landmines, a legacy that contributed significantly to the eventual signing of the Ottawa Treaty banning anti-personnel landmines, a legacy that continues to save lives. Diana's humanitarian impact extended beyond these high-profile causes. From comforting leprosy patients to supporting homeless youth and cancer victims, her deeply personal approach, showing up and touching lives, made her a beacon of hope for millions. Diana didn't just care. She transformed the world with her relentless kindness and advocacy. Diana's legacy also reshaped the royal family. Before her, the monarchy often seemed distant and untouchable. Diana's openness, humanity, and modern approach to motherhood changed that. She broke royal protocols by raising her sons, Princes William and Harry, in a hands-on manner, exposing them to the realities of life beyond palace walls. This approach not only endeared her to the public, but also set a new standard for royal parenting that her sons continue to emulate today. Her candidness about personal struggles, including her battles with bulimia and her troubled marriage, shattered the image of perfection the royal family had maintained. This vulnerability created tensions within the monarchy, but forged an unbreakable bond with the public. Even decades after her passing, Diana remains one of the most beloved figures in history, with a legacy that endures through her family and the countless lives she touched. This enduring legacy is now seen in her granddaughter, Princess Charlotte. Born in 2015 to Prince William and Kate Middleton, Charlotte carries Diana's name and spirit into a new generation. From the moment of her birth, comparisons to Diana have been inevitable. Charlotte's full name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, is a direct homage to her grandmother, signaling her symbolic role in continuing Diana's legacy. The public eagerly watches her every move, finding echoes of Diana in her personality and poise. Whether it's her confident stride during public appearances or her moments of relatability, like playfully sticking her tongue out at events, Charlotte has already captivated hearts worldwide. The media has played a significant role in nurturing this connection. Photographs of Charlotte often draw comparisons to Diana, whether through gestures, expressions, or even outfits reminiscent of her grandmother's iconic style. For instance, Side-by-side images of Diana in the 1980s and Charlotte at recent events often go viral, reinforcing the narrative of an unbroken bond across generations. Charlotte also represents progress within the monarchy. As the first royal daughter to retain her place in the line of succession despite having younger brothers, she symbolizes a modernized royal family. Her poised appearances at major events, like King Charles III's coronation, further cement her growing role as a royal icon. The public's fascination with Princess Charlotte stems from more than just her royal status. She embodies a sense of continuity for Diana's legacy, while signaling hope for the monarchy's future. William and Kate's emphasis on raising their children with kindness and humility echoes Diana's values, ensuring her influence lives on. Through moments of compassion, charm, and relatability, Princess Charlotte has already become a figure of immense interest. While it's too early to predict her future impact, she is undeniably a symbol of Diana's enduring spirit, a spirit that continues to inspire and captivate the world. Social media has ensured that every moment of Princess Charlotte's life is captured and analyzed, creating an unprecedented level of visibility. This heightened exposure makes the connection between Charlotte and her late grandmother, Princess Diana, even more tangible for the public. Charlotte is part of a royal family that openly embraces Diana's values of compassion and community service. Prince William, in particular, frequently speaks about his mother's profound influence on his life and his commitment to passing her lessons on to his children. This intentional continuation of Diana's legacy ensures her spirit is ever present in Charlotte's life, even if the young princess is not yet fully aware of it. The comparisons between Diana and Charlotte, while often speculative, reflect a universal longing, the hope that Diana's light continues to shine through her family. Princess Charlotte is not just a cherished young royal, she is a symbol of hope, continuity, and the enduring impact of Diana's legacy. But is Charlotte truly Diana's mirror? Perhaps it's not about being the same person, but about carrying forward the same spirit. This connection between Diana and her grandchildren, Prince William and Prince Harry, who were just 15 and 12 when they tragically lost their mother in 1997, remains a guiding force in their lives. Over the years, William and Harry have made heartfelt efforts to ensure their mother's legacy is not forgotten. Shortly after Diana's death, the Diana Memorial Fund was established, supporting causes close to her heart, including landmine clearance, HIV/AIDS awareness, and aiding disadvantaged communities. This fund was not merely about preserving her name, but continuing her meaningful work. Another tribute to Diana is the statue unveiled by William and Harry in 2021 at Kensington Palace. The statue, surrounded by children, symbolizes her nurturing spirit and commitment to young people. During its unveiling, the brothers spoke lovingly of their mother, emphasizing her enduring impact on their lives. Their tributes extend beyond statues and funds. Both William and Harry have shared intimate memories of Diana, offering glimpses into her private world. Harry described her as the best mother in the world, while William often highlights how he incorporates her values into his parenting. Diana's legacy is deeply embedded in her grandchildren, especially through their names. Princess Charlotte, born in May 2015, carries the name Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, a heartfelt tribute to her late grandmother. This choice was a poignant declaration by William and Kate Middleton, ensuring that Diana's memory remains alive within the family. Similarly, Harry and Meghan Markle honored Diana by naming their daughter Lilibet Diana. Charlotte has already demonstrated qualities reminiscent of her grandmother. Despite her young age, she exudes a natural grace and poise during public appearances, captivating royal watchers. At events like the Platinum Jubilee, her charm and maturity sparked comparisons to Diana, who similarly connected effortlessly with people. William and Kate's parenting style reflects Diana's philosophy, blending royal traditions with a sense of normalcy. Diana famously took William and Harry to amusement parks and fast food restaurants, striving to give them a taste of the real world. Likewise, Charlotte and her brothers George and Louis are being raised with a balance of public engagement and private life. The family actively involves their children in charitable activities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Charlotte helped with food donations, a small yet significant step in understanding the importance of compassion and service. William frequently discusses Diana with his children, ensuring they understand her values and legacy. Charlotte's public appearances often evoke memories of Diana's charm and ability to connect with people. Whether enthusiastically waving to crowds or showing curiosity during engagements, she embodies a warmth that echoes her grandmother's spirit. These relatable moments make Charlotte a modern royal icon, balancing tradition with approachability. As she grows, Princess Charlotte will undoubtedly continue to honor her grandmother's memory, not just through her name, but through her actions and values. Diana's story doesn't end. It evolves through her sons and grandchildren, reminding us of the enduring power of love and compassion. Charlotte's role in the royal family is steeped in history and progress. Born into a monarchy adapting to modern values, she represents a shift toward gender equality. The 2013 Succession to the Crown Act ensured Charlotte retained her place in the line of succession, making her the first princess not displaced by a younger brother. From her earliest days, Charlotte has displayed a charm and confidence that endears her to the public. Whether stealing the show at her uncle's wedding or gracefully participating in royal ceremonies, she consistently captivates audiences. Princess Charlotte is not merely a young royal, she is a living tribute to her grandmother's legacy. Her presence serves as a reminder that Diana's influence continues to shape the monarchy. With every smile, wave, and heartfelt gesture, Charlotte carries forward a light that the world will always cherish. What do you think about Princess Charlotte's role in continuing Diana's legacy? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this unfolding royal saga. Princess Charlotte and Princess Beatrice were seen sharing an adorable moment at Prince Philip's memorial service. Yet, behind the facade of unity, a storm was brewing within the royal family. While recent photos revealed details of Princess Beatrice's secret wedding, her father's absence raised many eyebrows. But the real shock came when Princess Beatrice publicly challenged Queen Camilla, shaking the very foundations of the monarchy. Beatrice's unprecedented confrontation left both the public and royal insiders reeling. Known for her reserved nature, Beatrice's actions marked a dramatic shift in the royal narrative. Years of frustration culminated in a moment that exposed deep-seated tensions within the royal household. Her bold outbursts questioned Camilla's position, sending ripples through the monarchy and challenging its carefully maintained hierarchy. What began as a seemingly routine conversation escalated into a dramatic clash. Beatrice, usually a quiet and supportive royal, directly criticized Camilla in public, a move that shattered the royal protocol. Her words cut deep, leaving the queen consort visibly shaken. Camilla, often viewed as the epitome of royal poise, found herself under unexpected attack. Beatrice's public airing of grievances was both shocking and symbolic. For Beatrice, this wasn't a mere personal vendetta. It was a declaration against the monarchy's traditional power structures. Her frustration with Camilla's rise to prominence, from her controversial marriage to King Charles to her current role as queen consort, had been simmering for years. Insiders suggest that Beatrice questioned whether Camilla's influence truly served the royal legacy. Beatrice's strained relationship with Camilla was no secret. While the royal family maintained a public image of unity, tensions behind closed doors had been mounting. Beatrice, often overshadowed by more prominent family members, quietly observed as Camilla's influence grew. The queen consort's calculated control over the monarchy alienated Beatrice, who struggled to reconcile her personal values with Camilla's position. The breaking point came when Beatrice chose to confront Camilla openly. Her actions weren't just a critique of Camilla, but a broader challenge to the monarchy's traditions. Beatrice had stepped out of the shadows, demanding a more significant role and questioning the very foundation of royal dynamics. In the aftermath of Beatrice's outburst, Queen Camilla faced a moment of profound vulnerability. Known for her strength and grace, Camilla struggled to recover from the public humiliation inflicted by someone she once considered loyal. The confrontation threatened not only her personal reputation, but also her position within the family. Media coverage of the event amplified the crisis, turning Camilla into the center of a royal storm. The public eagerly speculated on how she would respond. Would she choose to ignore the incident, or fight back to reclaim her standing? Behind palace walls, the fallout was undeniable. Camilla retreated from the spotlight, her confidence shaken. The royal family's unity seemed more fragile than ever, and Camilla's next steps would be crucial in determining her legacy. Beatrice's challenge created deep divisions within the royal family. What once appeared as a united front now revealed cracks. Some members sympathized with Beatrice's frustrations, while others rallied around Camilla to maintain stability. Prince William, often seen as a voice of reason, found himself in a difficult position. As the future king, he prioritized the monarchy's unity. Yet his close relationship with Beatrice complicated matters. Would he support her bold stance, or side with Camilla to preserve tradition? The confrontation also sparked wider speculation about the monarchy's future. Was this an isolated personal conflict, or did it signify a larger ideological rift within the family? Beatrice's actions not only challenged Camilla, but also exposed deeper issues within the monarchy. Advisors and supporters were drawn into the divide, and the family's carefully managed image was at risk. The question remained: would this moment lead to meaningful change within the royal family, or would it be swept under the rug? Beatrice's bold move marked a turning point in royal history, leaving the public and insiders alike questioning what lay ahead for the monarchy. As the dust settled, one thing was clear. This was not just a fleeting moment of drama. It was the start of a new chapter in the monarchy's evolving narrative, one that could redefine its traditions for years to come. After Princess Beatrice's public criticism, Queen Camilla was compelled to respond. Known for her calm demeanor, the Queen Consort now faced intense public and familial scrutiny. Her response had to balance defending her position while calming the turmoil threatening the monarchy's stability. Initially, Camilla responded with controlled anger, but later softened her tone. Acknowledging Beatrice's words, she emphasized the need for unity in challenging times. However, this approach only heightened the pressure, casting doubts on her ability to maintain authority. Behind palace doors, Camilla sought support from family members and advisors. Yet the strain of this crisis was undeniable. For Camilla, this was not just about weathering the immediate scandal. It was a test of her resilience and the preservation of her legacy. Would she emerge as a symbol of strength, or had her position been irreparably weakened? The confrontation between Princess Beatrice and Queen Camilla set off a global media storm. Headlines speculated about the monarchy's future, framing the feud as either Beatrice's act of fearless defiance or a betrayal of royal tradition. Beatrice was portrayed as a reformer, challenging outdated power dynamics, while Camilla was either a victim of family discord or a figure of resilience. Public opinion was sharply divided, with some applauding Beatrice's candor and others disrespectful. The media's intense coverage amplified the drama, placing the monarchy under an unrelenting spotlight. Every statement and gesture was dissected, leaving the royal family grappling with how to navigate this turbulent chapter. Beatrice's challenge marked a pivotal moment for the monarchy. Her willingness to confront Camilla symbolized a generational shift in the royal family. Could this signal a more modern, progressive era for the monarchy, or would tradition prevail, with Camilla reasserting her authority? For the queen consort, her ability to recover was crucial not just for her reputation, but for the monarchy's survival. For Beatrice, her boldness elevated her status within the royal narrative, ensuring she could no longer be ignored. The clash forced the royal family to confront deeper issues of power dynamics and generational divides, questioning whether they could maintain unity or succumb to internal strife. The feud between Princess Beatrice and Queen Camilla revealed cracks in the monarchy's carefully constructed image of unity and tradition. Behind the scenes, family members were divided, with King Charles striving to mediate the growing tensions. The divide raised pressing questions about the monarchy's future. Would younger royals like Beatrice reshape the institution, or would Camilla's traditional authority prevail? The stakes were higher than ever, as the monarchy stood at a crossroads, forced to adapt or risk losing public trust. The confrontation's long-term effects extended beyond the immediate players, impacting the monarchy as a whole. Beatrice's defiance exposed vulnerabilities within the family, while Camilla's authority faced unprecedented challenges. Public perceptions of the monarchy shifted as the British people saw a more human side to the royal family, one marked by personal struggles and internal discord. This pivotal moment could redefine the monarchy for generations, reshaping its image and role in modern society. As time passes, the royal family must grapple with whether it can overcome this rift or if it marks the beginning of the monarchy's decline. Princess Beatrice's boldness sparked a movement, but only time will tell if it leads to meaningful change or deepens the fractures within the royal institution. What's your take on the royal feud? Will Beatrice's influence grow, or will Queen Camilla restore her standing? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal updates. On May 6, 2023, an event long anticipated by many Britons and people worldwide took place: the coronation of King Charles III. The grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey reminded the world of the magnificence of the British monarchy and its historical significance. Yet, behind the pomp and circumstance lay one of the most pressing questions for the nation's future. Can the monarchy adapt to modern realities while preserving its traditions? And who will succeed the king when the time comes to pass on the crown? Currently, the heir to the throne is Prince William, the king's eldest son. Following him in the line of succession is his 9-year-old son, Prince George, who is poised to become a symbol of continuity for the 1,000-year-old dynasty. However, as history shows, the path to the throne is rarely smooth. The British monarchy is one of the oldest in the world, with roots stretching deep into antiquity. Yet, with each generation, it has faced new challenges. Once wielding absolute power, today's monarchs serve as symbols of national unity. Against this backdrop, questions of succession and the royal family's reputation take on critical importance. Throughout British history, the rules of succession have undergone many changes. From the early tradition of passing the throne exclusively to sons, the system has evolved and adapted. For instance, in 2013, a significant change was introduced that granted equal inheritance rights to both male and female heirs. This allowed Princess Charlotte, the daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton, to retain her place in the line of succession ahead of her younger brother Prince Louis. Despite these progressive steps, the pressure on heirs remains immense. History is rife with examples where royal duties proved to be an overwhelming burden. One notable case was the abdication of Edward VIII in 1936, driven by his decision to marry Wallis Simpson, a divorced American woman. Prince William has been preparing for the role of king from a young age. Born into the family of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, he grew up under intense media scrutiny. Despite challenging family dynamics, he managed to build a positive image based on his connection with the people, charitable efforts, and support for modern initiatives. One key aspect of his preparation was his military service. William served in the Royal Air Force, an experience that not only strengthened his discipline, but also earned him respect among Britons. His involvement in rescue operations as a helicopter pilot showcased his willingness to sacrifice for the public good. Furthermore, his marriage to Kate Middleton became a shining example of a successful union, symbolizing the monarchy's renewal. Together, they represent a modern perspective on the royal family, striking a balance between tradition and contemporary values. Prince George, the eldest son of William and Kate, has been one of the most prominent members of the royal family since birth. His arrival in 2013 was a global event, with thousands following the news of his birth. The iconic photograph of the young prince in his parents' arms was shared worldwide. From an early age, George has participated in public events, gradually acclimating to his future role. Despite this, his parents strive to shield him from excessive pressure. In interviews, Prince William and Kate have repeatedly emphasized their desire for their children to enjoy a normal childhood, despite their royal status. However, avoiding public attention entirely is impossible. For instance, one of the highlights of King Charles III's coronation was George's participation as a page of honor. This role served as a powerful symbol of continuity, reinforcing George's significance to the future of the monarchy. The coronation of King Charles III was a historic milestone. The ceremony combined traditions dating back to the 11th century with modern elements, such as a focus on environmental issues. The king himself is well known for his dedication to environmental protection and sustainable development. His coronation even featured recycled materials, reflecting his values. Yet, alongside this historic event, challenges also surfaced. Protests during the coronation highlighted growing dissatisfaction with the monarchy in certain segments of society. Activist groups like Republic called for the abolition of the monarchy, arguing that it is outdated and unfair. William and Kate have adopted a modern approach to raising their children. Unlike previous generations who grew up under rigid royal etiquette, their children are being given opportunities to explore the world beyond palace walls. For example, Prince George and his sister Charlotte attend a regular school where they interact with peers and acquire modern skills. This approach helps strengthen the connection between the monarchy and the public. Many Britons admire how William and Kate strive to balance tradition with their children's personal happiness. The monarchy has always been a symbol of stability, but in the 21st century, its role is increasingly questioned. Younger generations of Britons are more likely to question its relevance. According to polls, support for the monarchy is lower among the youth compared to older generations. In light of these challenges, the royal family's future depends largely on whether William, Kate, and their children can maintain a strong bond with the people. Their efforts to modernize the monarchy may prove pivotal in ensuring its survival. As Prince George approaches his 11th birthday, a crucial moment in his academic journey is fast approaching. At this stage, he is about to embark on the next phase of his education, one that will have a significant influence on his future. For Prince George, turning 11 isn't just a number. It's a pivotal milestone marking the beginning of his transition from childhood into adolescence. This period will see him face several exams, and while he won't have to take the traditional 11+ exam that his father, Prince William, once did, there will still be other important tests to ensure his readiness for the next academic step. One of the advantages George has over many students is that his family can afford to be more flexible with school choices. Unlike most children who may have had to apply to schools years in advance, George will have the luxury of choosing from the best institutions without the pressure of strict deadlines. This privilege allows his parents to weigh all options carefully, without the same constraints that other families may face. For the royal family, this choice is not only about education, but also about security and logistics. If George and his parents opt for Eton College, a prestigious school that has educated several members of the royal family, they will likely have the added benefit of enhanced security. Eton's location within close proximity to Windsor Castle means that the same stringent security measures used for other royals can be applied, ensuring that George's education remains private and protected. However, sending George to Eton may not be as straightforward as it seems. While it is a well-regarded school and one that many of George's future friends might attend, Catherine, Princess of Wales, may have mixed feelings about the idea of sending her son to a boarding school. Her personal concerns could make her hesitant to send George away, especially considering her own close-knit family values. It is also possible that Prince William might share some reservations, although the couple has generally made decisions about their children's upbringing in harmony, as evidenced by their shared choices regarding their children's education and upbringing. Catherine's concerns are valid. As a mother, she is likely to have mixed emotions when it comes to her children's schooling. With 3 energetic young children, the thought of long school holidays might bring a sense of both excitement and trepidation. These extended breaks require careful planning to keep the children entertained and engaged, especially in a household where routine plays a key role in maintaining family balance. Private schools like Eton, known for their long holidays, offer flexibility but also present challenges, such as the need for additional support when the children are not in school. Eton's history with the British royal family is well established. Both Prince William and Prince Harry attended the school, as did Prince Charles before them, although Charles had a different experience, having spent time at Gordonston School in Scotland. While Charles's time at Gordonston is often remembered as difficult, William and Harry's experiences at Eton were notably more positive. William, in particular, thrived academically and socially, forming lasting friendships. However, sending George to Eton presents a new set of challenges, as Catherine may be reluctant to send her son so far away from home. With her deep ties to her family and her personal values, she might prefer to keep George close by, especially given the importance of family unity. Given the proximity of Eton to Windsor, where the family resides, sending George there could provide a good compromise. He would be able to attend a prestigious school while still remaining relatively close to home, which would be reassuring for both Catherine and William. The school's proximity would also mean that Prince Louis and Princess Charlotte could stay at their current school, avoiding any major disruptions in their education and routine. Security is another critical factor in the decision-making process. As members of the royal family, the children will always be under intense scrutiny, and their security needs are paramount. For this reason, the royal family is likely to choose schools where security measures are already in place, ensuring that the children's education and daily lives are protected. George, Charlotte, and Louis are currently attending school together at Lambrook School, and keeping the children at the same school helps reduce security concerns. When it comes to choosing a school, there are also the practical considerations of entrance exams. Schools like Eton require candidates to pass entrance exams and interviews. While Eton is renowned for its academic rigor, it is not the only option available to the royals. Other schools, including Kate's former school, Marlborough College, might also be considered. The royal family has many options, but it is clear that they will choose the best fit for each child. George, in particular, is a more reserved and shy child compared to his sister Charlotte, who exudes confidence. This contrast in personalities could influence the decision on which school would suit him best. While some might question the wisdom of sending George to an all-boys school in today's world, both Catherine and William are likely to prioritize their children's individual needs over tradition. This means that they might lean towards a coeducational school or a more progressive institution that can offer a balanced and modern educational experience. However, they are also well aware of the importance of history and tradition, and it is likely that George will attend a school that offers both strong academics and a sense of heritage. Beyond the choices of Eton and Martel, there are many excellent schools available to George and his siblings. The royal family enjoys a level of privilege that allows them to select from a broad range of institutions. Whether they choose a traditional boarding school or a more progressive one, their priority will be to ensure the children receive the best education possible. William and Catherine are keen to ensure that their children are well prepared for the future, which might include subjects like science, history, languages, and engineering, subjects that will equip them to understand the world and contribute meaningfully to society. William's experience at Eton was generally positive. He made lasting friendships and enjoyed academic success, benefiting from a supportive environment that helped him thrive. In contrast, Harry's time at Eton was more challenging, as he struggled to align with the school's academic demands. Diana, in her desire for Harry to succeed, believed that attending Eton would prevent him from being seen as less capable, but it proved to be a difficult experience for him. This contrast in their experiences underscores the fact that each child is different, and the choice of school should be tailored to suit their individual strengths and challenges. Although the royal children are surrounded by a large support network, including tutors and nannies, their parents remain highly involved in their education. While there may be additional help when needed, William and Catherine are known to be hands-on parents, ensuring that their children are raised with the values they hold dear. Despite their privileged position, they strive to maintain a normal family life, even if that means managing the school run themselves and taking turns with the daily routine. As the school holidays come to a close, Catherine may feel a sense of relief as she returns to a more predictable routine. Like many mothers, the end of the holidays may provide a welcome break, allowing her to focus on the school run and spend time with her children. Given the challenges she has faced in recent months, including her health battles, returning to this familiar routine might provide her with a sense of stability. As the new school year begins, we can expect to see her more involved in the children's daily lives, though she may still take some time to rest when needed. Throughout this period, the support of her parents, the Middletons, has been invaluable. Catherine's family has been a vital source of help, providing assistance when necessary and allowing her to focus on her health and recovery. Their presence has allowed William and Catherine to balance family life with the demands of royal duties, creating a stable and nurturing environment for their children. Despite the challenges they face, the royal couple remains committed to raising their children in a loving and supportive environment, ensuring that they are well prepared for whatever the future holds. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring some fascinating news about Prince William and Kate Middleton, who recently shared a heartwarming video and message following a significant update from Buckingham Palace regarding Queen Camilla. Prince William has just concluded a meaningful 4-day visit to South Africa, during which he focused on environmental sustainability, community empowerment, and conservation efforts. His trip highlights his dedication to tackling global challenges, especially through his groundbreaking Earthshot Prize initiative. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for all the latest royal updates, and share your opinions in the comments below. Let's get started. Prince William's recent trip to South Africa is part of his ongoing commitment to addressing environmental and social challenges. As co-founder of the Earthshot Prize, William has made it his mission to champion innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing environmental issues. This trip offered a unique opportunity for the prince to witness firsthand the impact of various sustainable initiatives, while connecting with local communities. In a recently released video, viewers can see Prince William immersing himself in the day-to-day lives of South African locals. He visited coastal areas where sustainable fishing practices are transforming the livelihoods of small-scale fishers. These efforts align closely with William's lifelong passion for environmental conservation, a cause he has supported with unwavering dedication. On the final day of his visit, William spent time in Cape Town, where he engaged with individuals to hear their personal stories. This direct interaction reinforced the importance of human connections in addressing global challenges. His conversations were not only inspiring, but also underscored his commitment to understanding the people behind the statistics, the communities directly affected by climate change and environmental degradation. One of the most notable highlights of William's visit was his meeting with the team behind the Abelobi app, a 2023 Earthshot Prize finalist. This innovative application empowers small-scale fishers by providing them with cutting-edge technology to support sustainable fishing practices. The app also promotes transparency in sourcing, ensuring fishers receive fair compensation for their work and that marine resources are managed responsibly. By supporting projects like Abelobi, the Earthshot Prize not only drives environmental progress, but also uplifts communities by fostering economic empowerment. Prince William's engagement with the Abelobi team during this trip underscores his belief in practical solutions to address environmental challenges, a philosophy at the heart of the Earthshot initiative. Beyond his official engagements, Prince William shared a more relaxed and personal moment during a barbecue at Kalk Bay Harbor. This informal gathering featured a mix of local and international guests, including supermodel Heidi Klum, model Winnie Harlow, and actor Billy Porter. The event allowed William to connect with a diverse group of individuals equally committed to environmental advocacy. These moments of camaraderie and shared purpose highlight the universal appeal of sustainability and conservation. By collaborating with influential figures who bring their own audiences and platforms, William is broadening the reach of the Earthshot Prize's message. This approach demonstrates his ability to connect with people from all walks of life while advancing his vision for a more sustainable future. Meanwhile, Buckingham Palace has released a video focusing on Queen Camilla's long-standing dedication to supporting survivors of domestic and sexual violence. Over the past decade, Queen Camilla has become a leading voice in advocating for these vulnerable individuals, using her royal platform to amplify their stories and raise awareness about these critical issues. This advocacy work will be explored in greater depth in the upcoming ITV documentary Her Majesty the Queen Behind Closed Doors. The documentary promises to provide a rare glimpse into Camilla's compassionate and tireless efforts behind the scenes. For over 10 years, she has worked with organizations and individuals to create impactful change, offering support to survivors and drawing attention to the urgent need for action in this area. In a statement accompanying the video, Buckingham Palace emphasized, "The Queen has worked to amplify the voices of survivors of domestic and sexual violence for over a decade. This work has become a defining part of Queen Camilla's role and showcases her commitment to addressing deeply personal and sensitive societal issues." The timing of these updates from Prince William and Queen Camilla highlights the royal family's shared commitment to public service, albeit with different focuses. While Prince William's work emphasizes global environmental sustainability through initiatives like the Earthshot Prize, Queen Camilla's advocacy centers on providing vital support to individuals and organizations addressing abuse. Together, they exemplify the diverse approaches the royal family takes to make a meaningful impact on society. Prince William's efforts in South Africa also reflect the legacy of his father, King Charles III, who has long been an advocate for environmental conservation. By championing projects like Abelobi, William is not only addressing the planet's urgent environmental challenges, but also empowering communities to create sustainable livelihoods. As Prince William prepares for his future role as king, his dedication to initiatives like the Earthshot Prize offers a glimpse into his vision for the monarchy. He combines a genuine passion for the environment with practical, forward-thinking solutions, embodying a modern approach to leadership. Queen Camilla's advocacy work, on the other hand, underscores the enduring importance of compassion and the impactful use of the royal platform to address pressing social issues. Her efforts complement William's global focus, creating a well-rounded and dynamic model for royal public service. From William's South African tour to Camilla's ongoing advocacy, the royal family is demonstrating an evolving commitment to addressing both global and deeply personal challenges. These efforts highlight the monarchy's ability to adapt to the modern world while maintaining its timeless dedication to service. What do you think about Prince William's trip to South Africa and Queen Camilla's upcoming documentary? Do you believe the younger generation of royals is reshaping public perceptions of the monarchy? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next video. Goodbye. The British royal family, an institution steeped in centuries of tradition and ceremony, rarely deviates from its carefully orchestrated routines. Every public appearance, every gesture, and every word spoken by its members are meticulously planned to maintain the image of unity, stability, and unwavering duty. These efforts aim to present a polished and cohesive facade to the world, embodying the ideals of continuity and national identity. However, behind this meticulously maintained exterior lies a web of human relationships, emotions, and occasional tensions that reflect the complexities of family life. Recent events surrounding Princess Charlotte, the young daughter of the Prince and Princess of Wales, have offered an unexpected glimpse behind this polished veneer. This rare moment exposed the intricate dynamics of royal interactions and how even the youngest members navigate the challenges of life in the public eye. It all unfolded during one of the most solemn and historic events in recent British history: the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. The death of Queen Elizabeth II marked the end of a reign that lasted over 7 decades, a period characterized by significant changes in British society and the global landscape. Her passing was not only a poignant farewell to a beloved monarch, but also a pivotal moment for the royal family. The state funeral served as a monumental occasion, blending national mourning with a reaffirmation of the family's commitment to serving the nation. Yet, amidst the grandeur and solemnity of the event, an unexpected incident involving Princess Charlotte unfolded, capturing widespread public attention and sparking conversations about the family's internal dynamics. The decision to include Princess Charlotte and her older brother Prince George in the funeral proceedings was significant. At just 7 and 9 years old respectively, the young royals were thrust into the global spotlight, representing the family during one of the most solemn occasions in modern history. Their presence underscored the continuity of the monarchy, symbolizing both its storied past and its promise for the future. For many, their participation was a poignant reminder of the monarchy's enduring nature, passing from one generation to the next. However, even within such a meticulously planned event, the human element found its way into the narrative. As the funeral procession reached Wellington Arch, a moment of youthful spontaneity disrupted the solemnity of the occasion. Prince George, perhaps trying to break the heavy atmosphere of the day, playfully pinched his younger sister. This playfully faint yelped from Princess Charlotte, a sound faint but noticeable enough to attract attention. Among those who noticed was Queen Camilla, who turned toward Charlotte with a disapproving glance. What followed was a subtle but telling interaction between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales. According to eyewitness accounts and subsequent analyses by body language experts, Camilla appeared to gesture toward Catherine, signaling her to address Charlotte's outburst. This brief but revealing moment offered a rare and candid insight into the dynamics of royal relationships, where even minor disruptions can hold significant meaning. What truly set this incident apart was Princess Charlotte's reaction. Despite her young age, Charlotte displayed an extraordinary level of composure. Rather than appearing flustered or intimidated, she quickly regained her poise, her expression calm and resolute. This moment of self-assuredness shifted the narrative, drawing attention away from the scolding and highlighting Charlotte's emerging confidence. Body language expert Judy James later remarked on the significance of Charlotte's demeanor. Charlotte's ability to handle such moments with grace is remarkable for someone her age. She seems to instinctively understand the expectations placed upon her as a member of the royal family. The reaction of Queen Camilla to the incident also drew public scrutiny. As the wife of King Charles III and step-grandmother to the Wales children, Camilla occupies a complex position within the family. Since her husband's ascension to the throne, she has assumed a more prominent role in royal life, but moments like these underscore the delicate balance she must navigate. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams explained, "Camilla's decision to address Catherine rather than Charlotte directly was a calculated move. As a step-grandmother, Camilla is acutely aware of the boundaries she must respect. Disciplining Charlotte directly could have been perceived as overstepping her role, so she wisely deferred to Catherine." This approach highlights the nuanced challenges Camilla faces as she seeks to establish her place within the family while maintaining harmonious relationships with its members. Adding another layer of intrigue to the story was the subtle gesture from Meghan Markle, who was standing nearby during the incident. Despite her well-documented differences with the royal family, Meghan displayed a moment of quiet empathy. Lip-reading expert Jeremy Freeman noted that Meghan offered Charlotte a small, understanding smile after witnessing the incident. "It was a subtle yet powerful gesture," Freeman explained. Meghan's smile conveyed solidarity, a quiet acknowledgement of the challenges Charlotte faced in that moment. This fleeting interaction sparked considerable commentary, with some interpreting it as evidence of Meghan's lingering connection to the royal family, despite her physical and emotional distance. Others saw it as a touching reminder of the shared humanity that unites the royals, even amid their well-publicized tensions. The incident at the funeral was more than just a fleeting moment of familial tension. It served as a microcosm of the broader challenges facing the monarchy as it transitions into a new era under King Charles III. Balancing centuries-old traditions with modern expectations, the royal family must navigate a complex web of internal relationships and public scrutiny. For Princess Charlotte, this experience was undoubtedly formative. As the second child of the Prince and Princess of Wales, Charlotte occupies a unique position within the royal hierarchy. While her older brother Prince George is destined to one day ascend the throne, Charlotte's role is less clearly defined. Yet her ability to handle public scrutiny with grace suggests she is well equipped to carve out her own path within the institution. Just months after the funeral, the royal family once again found itself in the global spotlight during the coronation of King Charles III, held at Westminster Abbey. This historic event blended centuries-old traditions with contemporary sensibilities, capturing the attention of millions worldwide. Once again, Princess Charlotte stood out with her poised demeanor. Walking alongside her brother, she displayed quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years, embodying the elegance and composure expected of a young royal. As the royal family looks to the future, moments like these provide valuable insights into its evolving dynamics. Princess Charlotte's growing prominence signals a shift toward a more inclusive and adaptable monarchy, one that values the contributions of all its members. Her ability to navigate the pressures of royal life with resilience and poise bodes well for the institution's future. For Queen Camilla, the incident at the funeral served as a reminder of the complexities of her role. While she has successfully established herself as a key figure within the monarchy, her interactions with other family members remain under close observation. Similarly, Meghan Markle's quiet gesture of support highlighted the enduring ties that connect the royal family, even in times of division. Ultimately, the story of Princess Charlotte and Queen Camilla is one of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring strength of the monarchy. As the family continues to navigate its path forward, it is clear that the next generation, led by figures like Princess Charlotte, will play a pivotal role in shaping its legacy. The British royal family has always been a subject of public fascination, generating rumors, intrigue, and heated debates. However, recent reports about a hypothetical phone call between Prince William and Queen Camilla, during which the heir to the throne allegedly said, "I am the new king. You have no titles," again, have sparked a whirlwind of speculation and media attention. If true, this incident would not merely be a family dispute, but a reflection of the underlying tensions within the British monarchy. What lies behind these words? Why have they caused such a stir? Let's delve into the situation. Camilla, the Queen Consort, has long been one of the most polarizing figures in the royal family. Her journey to the throne was fraught with challenges and public scrutiny. After her marriage to Charles in 2005, she slowly earned public acceptance, though the road was far from smooth. Opinions about Camilla have always been divided. Some see her as a strong woman supporting the king, while others view her as a source of pain for Princes William and Harry, given her involvement in Charles's tumultuous relationship with Princess Diana. When Charles ascended the throne in 2022, Camilla was granted the title of Queen Consort, despite years of debate over whether she deserved such a role. For some, this title symbolized her triumph over the past. For others, it marked a new chapter in royal history, one in which Camilla occupies a position that would have belonged to Diana. As the heir to the throne, Prince William has always been seen as a beacon of stability and a symbol of hope for the monarchy's future. His popularity has grown thanks to his hard work, charitable endeavors, and commitment to preserving the traditions inherited from his predecessors. In recent years, however, William has shown an increasing willingness to push for reforms. He recognizes that for the monarchy to survive in a modern world, it must adapt. This includes not only reshaping its public image, but also reevaluating its internal dynamics. William's alleged statement about stripping Camilla of her titles could be interpreted as a reflection of his reformist stance. It may have been motivated by his desire to assert his future role as king, or by lingering family tensions tied to Diana's legacy. In the royal family, titles are not merely ceremonial. They are symbols of power, status, and influence. Stripping someone of their titles has always been viewed as a harsh measure, capable of severely damaging the reputation of the person involved. A recent example is the case of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who stepped back from their roles as senior royals. This decision became a symbol of their break with the monarchy and sparked widespread public reaction. In Camilla's case, the prospect of losing her titles would not only be a blow to her status, but also a challenge to the decisions made by King Charles. William's relationship with Camilla has always been complicated. To him, she remains a figure associated with the breakdown of his parents' marriage. Diana, Princess of Wales, was not only William's mother, but also a global icon of compassion and love. After her tragic death in 1997, William and Harry frequently emphasized that her memory holds a special place in their lives. Despite Camilla's efforts to earn their trust, she has always remained in Diana's shadow. If William truly made such a statement, it might reflect not only his desire to revisit Camilla's titles, but also his effort to protect his mother's legacy from being overshadowed. For King Charles III, this hypothetical conflict would represent a significant challenge. On one hand, he is duty-bound to defend his wife Camilla, who has stood by him for many years. On the other hand, he cannot afford to alienate his son, whose role as future king is crucial to the monarchy's survival. Charles has faced similar dilemmas in the past. His attempts to balance personal life with his royal responsibilities often led to difficult decisions. In this case, his response to William's alleged words will not only shape the internal dynamics of the family, but also influence public perception of the monarchy. As with other royal scandals, the British public has been sharply divided. Some support William, viewing him as a champion of justice and a reformist leader. Others believe Camilla has earned her title through her dedication and efforts to support the king. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for heated debates. Many users emphasize the importance of honoring Diana's memory, while others argue that Camilla has already proven herself deserving of her role. The royal family has faced numerous crises throughout history, from the abdication of King Edward VI to divorces and scandals. These events have shaped the monarchy's image and its relationship with the public. Each crisis has served as a test of resilience, which the monarchy has either successfully navigated or used as a lesson for the future. If reports of the conflict between William and Camilla are accurate, this will mark yet another challenge for the royal family. The modern monarchy stands at a crossroads: to preserve age-old traditions or to adapt to the evolving expectations of society. As the future king, Prince William bears the responsibility of striking a balance between these two imperatives. This hypothetical incident underscores the need for open dialogue and compromise within the royal family. Regardless of the outcome, it will serve as an important chapter in the ongoing story of the British monarchy. The alleged statement by William about stripping Camilla of her titles remains a matter of speculation, yet it has already captured the attention of millions, raising important questions about power dynamics, family relationships, and the role of the monarchy in the 21st century. What are the next steps? Will new details emerge? How will the key players respond? The answers to these questions will shape the future of the British monarchy during this era of transformation. Princess Diana's funeral was one of the most publicized and poignant events in modern history, a moment where the world came together to mourn the loss of a beloved figure. However, King Charles faced heavy scrutiny for his actions during that tragic day, and his decisions sparked widespread debate. His behavior, ranging from his distant and unemotional demeanor to his strained interactions with Diana's family, left a lasting stain on his public image. To this day, people are still questioning his choices and wondering what motivated his actions. Was he detached because of royal protocol, or was there something more personal at play? In this video, we'll dive deep into the 15 biggest mistakes King Charles made during Princess Diana's funeral, a day that will forever be remembered. Failing to show sufficient emotion. Perhaps one of the most glaring mistakes was King Charles's apparent emotional detachment during Princess Diana's funeral. The world was watching as millions mourned the loss of a cultural icon, yet King Charles was seen as stoic, distant, and emotionless. Critics felt that his lack of visible grief seemed out of touch with the deep sorrow felt by the public and Diana's family. Royal protocol may demand a level of formality, but the sheer weight of the moment called for a more personal, vulnerable response. Instead, Charles's restrained demeanor only deepened the perception that he was disconnected from the intense emotion surrounding his ex-wife's tragic death. It was a missed opportunity to show the world that he understood the pain of the moment and was human like the rest of the mourners. Distance from Princess Diana's family. Another significant issue was the distance King Charles maintained from the Spencer family, especially Diana's brother, Earl Spencer. Diana's family was visibly emotional throughout the mourning period, and their presence offered a sense of unity and strength. King Charles, however, appeared emotionally and physically distant from them, contributing to an already tense relationship between the royal family and Diana's relatives. The lack of solidarity between the two families only added to the feeling that King Charles was not in tune with the gravity of the loss, and that his personal grievances overshadowed the collective grief of those closest to Diana. Ignoring Princess Diana's public appeal. Princess Diana wasn't just a member of the royal family, she was a global icon. Her work with charity and her ability to connect with everyday people made her the people's princess, a figure beloved across the world. Yet many felt that King Charles failed to recognize this widespread adoration. His actions during the funeral appeared to treat the event as a royal affair, rather than a global moment of collective mourning. His failure to acknowledge the immense public grief further alienated him from the people, reinforcing the idea that he was out of touch with how deeply Diana had impacted the world. Perceived insincerity in his tributes. When King Charles spoke about Princess Diana during the funeral, many found his words lacking in warmth and sincerity. The public was acutely aware of the troubled nature of their marriage, and his comments seemed to reflect that emotional distance. His tributes were seen as cold and calculated, lacking the genuine compassion many expected him to display. This emotional detachment overshadowed the moment and further disappointed the public, especially since Diana's death had left such a deep impact. King Charles missed an opportunity to convey the depth of the loss, not just as a member of the royal family, but as the father of her children. Lack of public grieving with his sons. The image of Prince William and Prince Harry walking behind their mother's coffin was one of the most heartbreaking moments of the funeral. Yet, King Charles was criticized for his lack of visible emotion and support for his sons during this incredibly difficult time. While the public understands that grief manifests differently for each individual, many believe that King Charles should have shown more compassion and comfort to his young sons, especially during such a public moment. His emotional absence from his children's side, particularly as they were left to mourn in the public eye, further damaged his reputation and cast doubt on his role as a father and a grieving husband. Underestimating public backlash. In the aftermath of Princess Diana's death, King Charles significantly underestimated the backlash from the public. The royal family's response to the tragedy was slow, and the public's grief was met with what many saw as indifference. The people had loved Diana deeply, and her loss was not only a family tragedy but a national and international one. King Charles's reluctance to engage with the mourning public only fueled criticism, highlighting a widening gap between the monarchy and the people it served. His failure to understand the depth of public feeling caused him to miscalculate the situation, with long-lasting consequences for his reputation. Handling of funeral preparations. Reports circulated that King Charles was minimally involved in the funeral preparations, a fact that surprised many considering his close relationship with Diana, despite their separation. For an event of such magnitude, many expected him to take a more hands-on approach, ensuring that Diana's legacy was honored in the right way. However, much of the planning was reportedly left to others, particularly the Spencer family. This detachment only served to reinforce the perception that King Charles was more concerned with maintaining royal protocol than with personally honoring Diana's memory. His failure to take charge of the funeral arrangements suggested a lack of personal investment in ensuring that the day reflected who Diana truly was. Late response to the tragedy. When the news of Princess Diana's death first broke, the world was stunned. However, the royal family, including King Charles, was slow to respond publicly. The extended silence following the tragedy was seen as a significant misstep. The public expected some form of acknowledgement or leadership from the monarchy, but they were met with an eerie silence. By the time King Charles addressed the tragedy, it felt too little, too late. His delay in expressing grief or offering reassurance left many feeling abandoned, and the public's frustration only grew as a result. This misjudgment further alienated King Charles from the people he was supposed to represent. Disapproval of Princess Diana's memorial plans. Tension also arose regarding the memorial plans for Princess Diana. Reports suggested that King Charles and the Spencer family disagreed on several aspects of the funeral and memorial arrangements. The details of these disputes were kept largely private, but the very fact that there was tension between the royal family and Diana's family during such a sensitive time added to the sense of division. Many saw this as an inability on King Charles's part to let go of past grievances and come together with Diana's family to honor her life. This lack of unity sent the message that the royal family was more focused on tradition than on honoring Diana's life and legacy in a meaningful way. Absence of personal touch. While the Spencer family added personal touches to the funeral, such as readings and music that Diana loved, King Charles maintained a more formal approach. His decision to avoid contributing something personal or heartfelt to the ceremony left many feeling that he had failed to fully honor Diana's memory. The public wanted to see more than just a formal, royal tribute. They wanted to see a man who had been Diana's husband and the father of her children, someone who understood her humanity and her impact. Instead, King Charles's adherence to royal protocol seemed to place tradition above emotional connection, further alienating him from the public's sympathy. Rumored tension with Queen Elizabeth. Speculation surrounding King Charles's relationship with Queen Elizabeth during the funeral planning process added another layer of controversy. Reports suggested that there was tension between them regarding how the funeral should be conducted, which only served to complicate an already difficult situation. The public was looking for unity and leadership from the monarchy, but instead, rumors of discord between King Charles and his mother emerged. This internal conflict, whether real or imagined, highlighted the broader challenges the royal family faced in managing both Diana's death and the public's overwhelming grief. It created a further divide between King Charles and the people, undermining the monarchy's authority. Refusal to engage with mourners. In the days leading up to the funeral, King Charles was criticized for not engaging with the thousands of mourners who had gathered outside to pay their respects to Princess Diana. Hundreds of thousands of people laid flowers, left tributes, and expressed their sorrow for the loss of the woman who had touched their lives. Yet King Charles rarely stepped out to connect with the people, choosing instead to remain aloof. His failure to engage with the public during this time was seen as a missed opportunity to rebuild his relationship with the people, many of whom had been deeply hurt by the events leading up to Diana's death. By not showing empathy and connecting with the mourners, King Charles's emotional distance from the public only deepened the divide. Separation from the Spencer family during the procession. During the funeral procession, observers noted the physical distance between King Charles and the Spencer family. While Earl Spencer walked closely behind his sister's coffin, King Charles kept a notable distance. This separation was interpreted by many as a reflection of the emotional and familial distance between the two families. Given the personal nature of the loss and the public nature of the event, many felt that King Charles should have walked in unity with Diana's family to show respect for her and her loved ones. Instead, his physical distance seemed to symbolize the emotional divide that had long existed between him and the Spencers. Failing to acknowledge Princess Diana's charitable work. Princess Diana's humanitarian work, which included advocacy for landmine victims and AIDS patients, was one of the most defining aspects of her life. However, King Charles's tributes failed to adequately acknowledge this side of her legacy. Many felt that her charity work should have been given more prominence during the funeral, both as a tribute to her and as a message to the world about the importance of her humanitarian efforts. His failure to highlight this aspect of her life suggested that, for King Charles, Diana's legacy was more about her role within the royal family than her extraordinary contributions to society. This oversight only served to diminish the full scope of Diana's impact, reducing her memory to a personal loss rather than a global one. Overemphasis on royal protocol. Finally, many critics argued that King Charles was too focused on adhering to royal protocol and tradition during the funeral, rather than prioritizing the emotional significance of the event. While royal customs are an important part of the monarchy, Princess Diana's death was a time for the royal family to show a more personal side, and King Charles's commitment to formality made him appear out of touch with the emotional needs of the moment. The overemphasis on protocol and procedure, rather than on the public's need for empathy and connection, is seen as one of the most significant missteps he made during the funeral. The mistakes made by King Charles during Princess Diana's funeral were felt around the world and left an indelible mark on his reputation. While he was not the only one under scrutiny during that painful time, his actions or lack thereof played a significant role in the public's perception of him as a monarch. His emotional detachment, failure to engage with mourners, and the tension with Diana's family created a sense of distance and alienation, both from the public and from his former wife's loved ones. These mistakes would linger long after the funeral, reminding us all that leadership during times of grief requires more than just ceremonial duty. It requires empathy, compassion, and connection with the people we serve. Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, opens up about her personal life for the very first time, sharing the joys and anxieties of motherhood along the royal path. From the cozy setting of a British preschool, she reveals some of the most touching and previously unknown moments from her first experiences of childbirth to the memories she dreams of creating for her children. But that's not all. You are on the brink of a real sensation, as Kate has shaken the royal palace by daring to break centuries-old traditions on raising royal children. With a single simple gesture, she challenged the long-standing structures of the palace, sparking significant changes in the way people perceive royal life. This story simply must be told. Kate Middleton became the star of the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast, recorded during her visit to the London Early Years Foundation nursery. Her visit was part of her 5 Big Questions on the Under 5s project. In this interview, the Duchess of Cambridge spoke with remarkable openness. For the first time, she shared her experiences of giving birth to George, Charlotte, and Louis, what she felt holding each baby outside St. Mary's Hospital, and what memories she hopes to create for her children as they grow up. Kate, the Princess of Wales, believes that a happy childhood is possible, even for royal children. Having grown up surrounded by love and care, she chose not to rely heavily on nannies. Catherine became a dedicated mother and taught William to be a loving father. Kate was born on January 9, 1982, in Berkshire, into a family that highly valued education and supported her in every way. Her mother, Carol Goldsmith, the daughter of a truck driver, understood that education opens doors. Though she left school at 15 to work, she later returned to complete her education and became a flight attendant. This fateful decision led Carol to meet her future husband, Michael Middleton. Michael came from a middle-class background, but he and Carol decided to rise higher together and founded a successful party supply business. This business allowed the family to settle in the respectable English village of Pangbourne in Berkshire, where young Kate attended her first school, St. Andrews. Her school day began at 8:30, filled with creative lessons, outdoor walks, workshops and active games, followed by additional studies in the afternoon. Her class had no more than 14 students, with a strict uniform policy and competent mentors. By the age of 5, Kate was already learning to write, read, and even speak some French. Pronunciation, literary skills, diction, and proper word use were all part of her education, gradually shaping her into the well-spoken person we know today. As she grew older, Kate honed her writing skills, took part in debates and public speaking, and eventually transferred to Marlborough College, a prestigious school where she received a high-quality education and began to build valuable connections. Private art lessons, ballet, vocal training, and flute performances in the school orchestra became part of her education, while tennis became her main passion. Her coach believed she had significant potential in this sport. At age 18, Kate, like many of the aristocracy, dedicated a year to traveling. She studied Italian, became passionate about photography, and volunteered in Chile. Returning to England, she enrolled at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, where she specialized in art history. It was here that she met her future husband, Prince William. Graduating with honors was just a nice addition to her preparation for the royal career that awaited her. After marrying Prince William, Kate became the Duchess of Cambridge, navigating the world of royal responsibilities that required strict protocol. Royal tours, public events, and work without maternity leave became her daily routine. In December 2012, palace officials announced her first pregnancy, and from that moment on she followed a careful diet and avoided eating or drinking in public. The gender and name of the future heir were kept secret, adding to the public's interest. On July 22, 2013, she gave birth to her firstborn, George Alexander Louis. 2 years later, Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born, and in April 2018, the world welcomed Prince Louis Arthur Charles. Each birth was a royal event, with luxury suites in the hospital and the best obstetricians. The Duchess admitted to experiencing severe morning sickness, yet the childbirth process itself became a meaningful experience for her. Thanks to hypnobirthing, she learned to control the pain and make childbirth a calm, focused process, giving her a sense of strength and peace. Kate and William are known for their warmth and relatability, creating a close-knit and relaxed environment for their children. Former staff members recall how, after Louis's birth, Kate brought the newborn to Clarence House to introduce him to the staff, touching everyone deeply. Kate has built a warm and friendly atmosphere for her family and team. She and William avoid rigid formalities in daily life, though for official meetings, they still adhere to protocol. They chose a modern approach to raising their children, allowing them to express their emotions openly and avoiding yelling, even from the staff. Kate and William spend as much time as possible with their children, whether in their country home in Norfolk or at Kensington Palace. They try to create warm and memorable moments for them: evenings around the fire, nature walks, beach games, all part of their family lifestyle. Kate says she wants her children to remember her as a mother, not as someone constantly preoccupied with a busy schedule. "I want them to remember those moments when we were all soaked at the beach or cooking sausages that didn't quite turn out on the campfire," she shares. This touching and incredibly candid story about Kate Middleton highlights her determination to reshape royal customs for her family's well-being and the future of the kingdom. She hasn't just changed the royal family, she's trying to impact the whole society, raising questions about the importance of early childhood development and the need to nurture kindness, honesty, loyalty, and empathy in children. Are you ready to take up her challenge and start valuing true family values? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story moved you as it did us, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of royalty. Princess Charlotte occupies a special place in the British royal family, and her future is becoming a subject of increasing interest. Against the backdrop of tension between King Charles III's traditional approach and the modern views of Prince William and Kate Middleton, attention on Charlotte is only growing. She faces difficult choices. Will she become a symbol of change in the monarchy, supporting new traditions, or will she continue to follow strict protocols? Her journey from carefree childhood to performing royal duties already seems fascinating. Charlotte's full name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, was chosen in honor of significant family members, preserving the connection between the crown and family traditions. The name Elizabeth refers to her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. This name has deep roots. It originates from the ancient Hebrew name Elisheva, meaning "God is my oath." Diana was chosen to honor the late mother of Prince William and is linked to the late Diana of Brazil, Divina, meaning divine. Diana was a unique figure in the monarchy's history, and this name became a symbol of her legacy. As for Charlotte's first name, it is tied to both William's and Kate's families. Charlotte is the feminine form of Charles and symbolizes respect for the current King Charles III. Additionally, Queen Charlotte, the wife of King George III, played an important role in the creation of the Kew Gardens and raised 15 children. Charlotte was born on May 20, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, becoming the second child of Prince William and Princess Catherine. Since her birth, significant changes have taken place in the rules of succession to the British throne. In 2011, the Succession to the Crown Act was passed, equalizing the rights of sons and daughters of monarchs to the throne. This allowed Charlotte to maintain her position in the line of succession despite the birth of her younger brother, Prince Louis. She is now third in line, following her father, Prince William, and her older brother, Prince George. Charlotte's upbringing is markedly different from traditional royal upbringing. Prince William and Kate Middleton adhere to modern values, rejecting outdated royal norms. For instance, they employ only one nanny, and the parents actively participate in their children's lives. Kate bathes the children, reads them stories, and plays with them. This approach fosters a warm family atmosphere and helps the children develop independence. Charlotte and her siblings are raised in conditions closer to ordinary life. For example, access to tablets is limited, and instead of electronic devices, the parents emphasize active play and time spent outdoors. Princess Charlotte enjoys creative activities, likes making up stories with dolls, and sometimes imitates cartoon characters. However, she is also taught strict behavioral rules. For instance, tantrums are not allowed in the royal family. When the children start to misbehave, Kate uses creative methods like distraction or humor. Royal children are also accustomed to certain dining rules. They are required to clean up after themselves and are not offered alternative meals if they refuse what is presented. The only exception is a glass of milk, which they are allowed until the next meal. This approach helps children appreciate food and respect others' efforts. Princess Charlotte also faces the influence of her family on society from an early age. One notable example is the cardigan she wore as a young child, which caused a stir on eBay, showing the strong influence of the royal family on fashion trends. Despite this, Kate and William try to minimize excessive attention to their children's appearance, opting for simple yet stylish clothes. Charlotte is in a unique position as part of the first generation of the royal family to benefit from progressive changes in succession rules. Thanks to these changes, she could become monarch if her older brother, Prince George, for some reason does not ascend the throne. However, despite her important role, the title of Princess Royal will remain unavailable to Charlotte until the current holder, Princess Anne, passes away. This title is the highest female rank after the Queen and is usually given to the monarch's eldest daughter for life. Charlotte is growing up in a family that combines respect for tradition with a drive for change. Her upbringing is based on progressive values, but she is also instilled with a sense of responsibility for her role in the monarchy. What her future holds will be revealed with time, but it is already clear that Charlotte has the potential to become a symbol of change, embodying new approaches in the royal family. However, when Princess Charlotte begins to recognize the importance of royal fashion due to her upbringing, her attitude and perception may change. Despite strict limits on the use of electronic devices, such as tablets, the Wales children can still watch television in moderation under their parents' supervision. Prince William and Princess Catherine encourage their children's interest in British cartoons. For example, Princess Charlotte loves stories about Peppa Pig, while Prince George prefers the adventures of Fireman Sam. Royal etiquette training starts at a very young age, and Princess Charlotte is already confidently mastering the requirements associated with protocol during public events. Her regular public appearances show a growing understanding of these norms, and at the age of 9, she is already a poised representative of the royal family. One of the first skills she is learning is the royal wave, a refined gesture used for greeting large crowds at official events. This gesture requires a straight arm and a slight wrist movement, symbolizing restraint and elegance. At Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, Princess Charlotte demonstrated her mastery by adjusting her less formal greeting to her younger brother Louis. Standing on the balcony, she carefully observed the Queen, noting her posture and manners. Soon, she confidently performed the perfect royal wave. At the funeral service for Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Charlotte, like the other royal family members, adhered to tradition and displayed emotional resilience. She set an example of correct etiquette in mourning attire, concealing her face in sadness and showing self-retreat. Along with her brother, she bowed in respect to her great-grandmother, highlighting her reverence for her memory. Earlier, in March 2022, Princess Charlotte attended a service for Prince Philip, helping her become accustomed to such events. After the service, despite being distracted by her image on the screen, she quickly refocused, strengthening her understanding of her responsibilities as a young royal. In May 2023, at a service for the Times of Charles I, Princess Charlotte again demonstrated her expertise, arriving at Westminster Abbey in an elegant white dress with silver embroidery and matching headwear. Her behavior exuded not only elegance, but also attention to detail, continuing the traditions set by her mother. Princess Charlotte also exhibits grace and is becoming a role model for her younger brother Louis, particularly during the Wales family's Easter church visit, where she took responsibility for his behavior. During the widely televised coronation, Charlotte successfully fulfilled her duties, earning admiration from the press and viewers for her maturity and poise. At the subsequent concert, she made a slight mistake by forgetting to bow to Queen Camilla, but she quickly regained her composure and corrected the mistake. Even during Christmas events, she ensures strict rules are followed. In 2019, when joining her parents for the Christmas outing, Charlotte surprised the public with her confident manner. Each year, Princess Charlotte demonstrates an increasing understanding of royal traditions. At the 2022 Commonwealth Games, she showed attention to detail, greeting each person with a handshake. Her first exposure to royal etiquette came at Aunt Pippa Middleton's wedding, where she was a flower girl. Later, at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding, Charlotte showed experience in directing other children, and at Princess Eugenie's wedding, her confidence grew and she displayed calm elegance. From a young age, Charlotte is learning the fundamentals of social interaction, which will lay the foundation for her future role in the royal family. Already she displays poise, as seen in her behavior with her brother Louis. For instance, on the Buckingham Palace balcony, she gently corrected him, which became a touching moment for royal fans. This moment confirmed her growing independence and wisdom, inherited from her parents. As for Charlotte's future plans, it has been reported that she dreams of a career outside traditional royal roles. Inspired by discussions with her father about the importance of professions that help others, Charlotte expressed a desire to become a nurse, which aligns perfectly with her caring nature. Prince William and Princess Catherine are proud of her kindness and confidence in her future. They also support her desire to pursue her passion for caring for people and do not limit her career choices. 4 new photographs of Princess Charlotte have been released to celebrate her first birthday on Monday. The images, taken by her mother, the Duchess of Cambridge, in April, were shared by Kensington Palace on Twitter this morning. Given the family's current emphasis on safeguarding their privacy, especially in light of Kate's battle with cancer, this public release of photographs is notable. Historically, royal princesses have maintained a conservative relationship with the media, often avoiding public attention or outspokenness. Princess Charlotte, known for her quiet and shy demeanor since her birth, is no exception to this tradition. Yet, as she turns 9, Charlotte seems to be carving a unique path. This year, Kensington Palace has once again marked her birthday by releasing a new photograph of the young princess. However, what sets her apart is not just her appearance in these images, but her role in shaping a more modern and inclusive royal legacy. Princess Charlotte has made waves not through grand declarations or public speeches, but through the quiet yet impactful nature of her presence. Her historic position as the first female royal, whose place in the line of succession cannot be displaced by a younger brother, reflects a significant shift in the monarchy. This change, introduced by the Succession to the Crown Act of 2013, replaced the male preference primogeniture system with absolute primogeniture. This reform ensures that Charlotte, as the second-born child of Prince William and Princess Catherine, remains fourth in line to the throne, even with the arrival of her younger brother, Prince Louis. This groundbreaking adjustment signifies more than just a legal update. It represents a modernized vision of gender equality within one of the world's oldest institutions. Charlotte's position has sparked debates and set a precedent for inclusivity in the monarchy, a stark contrast to the tradition-bound practices of the past. Beyond her historic role, Princess Charlotte's charisma and personality have captured the hearts of many. Known for her cheeky smiles, confident waves, and playful demeanor, she has demonstrated a bold and outgoing nature that stands out among her siblings. Body language experts have noted that Charlotte often appears more confident and spirited than her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis, during public appearances. For instance, at the annual Trooping the Color Parade, she has been seen enthusiastically waving to crowds and engaging warmly with her family, showcasing a lively and adventurous spirit reminiscent of her late grandmother, Princess Diana, and her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. While Charlotte hasn't made any shocking public revelations, her impact is evident in other ways. She has subtly shaped royal traditions, influenced fashion trends that contribute to the British economy, and charmed the public with her presence. Her ability to make a statement without words underscores the power of her unique personality in a modern royal context. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born on May 2, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, weighing 8 pounds 3 ounces. Her arrival was celebrated globally, with notable landmarks illuminated in pink to honor the birth of a royal daughter. Gun salutes, a hallmark of royal celebrations, marked her birth, with soldiers from the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery firing 41 shots in Hyde Park, while the Honourable Artillery Company conducted a 62-gun salute at the Tower of London. Her name, announced 2 days after her birth, carries significant familial connections. Charlotte honors her grandfather, King Charles III, while Elizabeth and Diana pay tribute to her great-grandmother and grandmother, respectively. On July 5, 2015, Charlotte was baptized in a private ceremony at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, the same church where Princess Diana was christened. The event featured traditional touches, including the use of water from the River Jordan and a historic silver font for the christening. Charlotte spent her early years at Anmere Hall, a countryside retreat on the Sandringham estate. This setting provided a peaceful environment for her upbringing, away from the public eye. Her parents, keen on balancing royal duties with family life, ensured that Charlotte and her siblings, Prince George and Prince Louis, experienced a nurturing childhood. Recognizing her vibrant personality, Charlotte's parents enrolled her in Wilcox Nursery School, a prestigious institution known for fostering creativity and discipline. On her first day, January 8, 2018, Charlotte exuded confidence as she stepped into this new chapter of her life, marking the beginning of her educational journey. Charlotte's adventurous and bold nature has earned her the nickname Warrior Princess. Despite her royal status, she is known for her tomboyish tendencies, such as climbing trees and embracing outdoor adventures. These traits, coupled with her cheerful demeanor and natural curiosity, have made her a favorite among royal watchers and the public alike. As Princess Charlotte grows, her influence continues to shape perceptions of the monarchy, whether through her trailblazing position in the line of succession or her magnetic personality. She embodies the evolving face of a modern royal family. Princess Charlotte began her education at Wilcox Nursery School, a prestigious institution known for its focus on expressive arts, design, and foundational skills in reading, writing, and numbers. Located near Kensington Palace, the school provided an ideal environment for her early learning, combining fun and structured mornings in a nurturing atmosphere. with tuition fees ranging from Ps. 3,500 to Ps. 4,073 per term. Charlotte's initial educational journey cost an estimated Ps. 200 annually. On her first day of school, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge shared adorable photos of Charlotte posing confidently at Kensington Palace. She wore a stylish burgundy wool coat, paired with a stone-colored pair of tights, red shoes, and a matching bow. These pictures quickly garnered widespread admiration, showcasing her cheerful personality. In September 2019, Princess Charlotte joined her older brother Prince George at Thomas's Battersea, a prestigious preparatory school in southwest London. Known for its motto, "Be kind," the school emphasizes kindness alongside academic excellence, a value cherished by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge as they prepare their children for royal responsibilities. Attending the same school as her brother allowed Charlotte and George to share routines, strengthening their bond and simplifying school runs for their parents. At Thomas's Battersea, Charlotte's curriculum was diverse, featuring core subjects like English, mathematics, and science, alongside French, art, drama, and music. Physical education encouraged participation in sports such as gymnastics and swimming, while ballet classes became one of Charlotte's favorite activities. Her teachers praised her as a confident and enthusiastic learner, describing her as polite, sensitive, and approachable. At school, she was simply known as Charlotte Cambridge, blending seamlessly with her peers. Like many children worldwide, Princess Charlotte's education was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. During lockdowns, her parents took on the role of teachers, balancing academic lessons with creative projects. The Duchess of Cambridge once shared how Charlotte excelled in arts and crafts, often outperforming her brothers in creative assignments. When schools reopened, Charlotte returned to Thomas's Battersea with enthusiasm, demonstrating her adaptability and resilience. In 2022, Princess Charlotte and her siblings transitioned to Lambrook School, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire, following the family's relocation to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Home Park. Lambrook offers a holistic educational approach, emphasizing personal development and preparing students for future challenges. As Charlotte grows older, her education is expected to incorporate elements of royal training, including elocution and philanthropic work, to equip her for her future role in the monarchy. Beyond academics, Princess Charlotte has emerged as a global style icon, a phenomenon often referred to as the Princess Charlotte effect. From her earliest appearances, her outfits have sparked trends and boosted sales for brands worldwide. For instance, the US 68 baby shawl she wore in her first public photo caused a surge in demand, with the manufacturer receiving orders from 183 countries. Similarly, her floral dresses and pink cardigans have consistently sold out after being spotted on her. Charlotte's influence extends beyond fashion. Her net worth, estimated at Ceres Emerging Artists, surpasses her siblings and ranks her as one of the richest children in the world. This value is calculated based on her future inheritance and economic contributions through her impact on public trends. Princess Charlotte's journey reflects a balance between royal traditions and modern parenting. Her upbringing emphasizes kindness, creativity, and academic excellence, laying a strong foundation for her future as a compassionate leader. As she continues to grow, Charlotte remains a symbol of the evolving monarchy, captivating audiences worldwide. What are your thoughts on Princess Charlotte's remarkable influence at such a young age? Share your views in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal insights. Princess Charlotte, the daughter of future King William, has recently found herself at the center of an upsetting rumor. Some people are questioning whether she will receive as much attention from her parents as her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. Despite not being pushed down in the line of succession, there is a concern that Charlotte might not receive the same level of attention as her older brother George. This has sparked fears that Kate and William might devote more time to George and Louis, possibly relying more on nannies to care for Charlotte. However, to truly understand Charlotte's relationship with her parents, particularly with William, it's important to reflect on a moment that shows the immense joy Charlotte's birth brought to her father. On May 10, 2015, at 8:34 a.m., the world learned of Charlotte's arrival, not through the traditional easel outside Buckingham Palace, but through a tweet from Kensington Palace. The tweet read, "Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge was safely delivered of a daughter at 8:30 p.m. This moment marked a significant shift in how royal news was shared, embracing modern technology while still maintaining traditional methods." William, typically not one for long speeches, didn't say much when he spoke to the press outside St. Mary's Hospital. His simple statement, "I'm very happy," conveyed volumes about his pride and excitement to be a father to a baby girl. His joy was evident, but it also signified the growing responsibilities he faced. In the weeks leading up to Charlotte's birth, William shared a light-hearted thought with a crowd during a walkabout. He quipped, "They say that number 1 is a life changer and that number 2 is a game changer," which perfectly captured the shift from a family of 3 to a family of 4. As the only daughter of Prince William, who is set to become the next king of the UK, Princess Charlotte has drawn significant attention. She is often compared to her late grandmother, Princess Diana, who was beloved for her kindness, humanitarian work, and tragic death in 1997. Diana's influence remains deeply felt within the royal family, and William's grief over losing her at such a young age has shaped his approach to raising his children, especially Charlotte. In a 2017 documentary titled Mind Over Marathon, William opened up about the lasting impact of his mother's death. He admitted that even after 2 decades, the shock of losing Diana still felt raw. "I still feel it, 20 years later," he shared. People say shock can't last that long, but it does. You never get over it. It's such an unbelievably big moment in your life that it never leaves you. You just learn to deal with it. His honesty revealed the profound effect Diana's passing still has on him. To ensure his children, including Charlotte, feel connected to Diana's memory, William has made a concerted effort to keep her presence alive in their lives. In an ITV documentary, he revealed that he regularly talks about Granny Diana with his kids and has placed more photos of her around their home. "We've got more photos up around the house now of her, and we talk about her a bit," William said. This ongoing conversation ensures that Diana's legacy remains a part of their family's story. Perhaps the most touching tribute to Diana is seen in Charlotte's full name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. By including Diana's name, William ensured that his mother's legacy would be passed down to his daughter, keeping her memory alive in a personal and meaningful way. William and Catherine have made sure that Princess Charlotte carries her grandmother's memory in a significant way, weaving it into her very identity. Unlike many modern parents who find out the gender of their baby beforehand, William and Catherine chose to keep it a surprise. As a result, William didn't have much time to adjust to the idea of raising a daughter, making the experience both exciting and overwhelming. In a candid interview on the Vietnamese talk show Talk Vietnam in 2016, Prince William spoke about how becoming a father had profoundly changed his life. While he admitted he deeply loves his children, he acknowledged the transition had been difficult. "I've struggled at times," he confessed, recognizing the challenges of going from an independent single man to a married father. Fortunately, Catherine has been a steady source of support throughout this journey. William often speaks about how Catherine's calm presence has helped him adjust to the challenges of fatherhood, especially in the early days when everything felt new and overwhelming. Her experience and natural maternal instincts have provided a comforting balance to William's uncertainties. Having grown up with his brother Harry, William had little experience with the dynamics of raising a daughter. He discussed this in the same interview, explaining how having a girl was a unique challenge. "I haven't had a sister, so having a daughter is a very different dynamic," he said, highlighting his willingness to learn and adapt as a father. Raising children, he acknowledged, is always a mix of joy and challenges, and becoming a father to Charlotte and George was no different. Even with his royal status and the support around him, the everyday chaos of raising young children often led to moments of frustration and headaches, just like it does for any parent. In 2016, during an appearance at the Welsh Rugby Charitable Trust, William offered a candid and humorous glimpse into the realities of parenting two young children. Speaking to the crowd, he joked about the chaos at home with George and Charlotte. "No broken bones yet, but they're trying." He added, "Please tell me it gets easier." These remarks perfectly captured the energetic and mischievous nature of his kids. At the time, Charlotte was just 10 months old, so she wasn't yet running and jumping like her older brother George, who was nearly 3. George's curiosity and nonstop activity kept William and Catherine constantly on their toes, balancing the need to keep him safe with letting him explore. Despite the chaos at home, William described Charlotte as very easy, very sweet, which likely helped bring a sense of calm to the household. However, he also acknowledged the advice of more experienced parents, who warned him that the challenges would only grow as the kids got older. "All the fathers say, 'Just you wait. When they get to 9, 10, 11, they go crazy,'" he laughed. When it came to Charlotte, William often spoke with affection, describing her as a little joy of heaven, reflecting the immense happiness she brought to their family. As Charlotte grew, her personality began to shine through in playful and sometimes mischievous ways. By the time Charlotte turned 3, William humorously revealed that she had developed a bit of a cheeky side. In the 2020 ITV documentary A Planet for Us All, while interacting with children in Kenya, William joked with a young girl, "Do you like trouble? You're like my little Charlotte." This moment showcased Charlotte's spirited nature and her natural curiosity. In another adorable moment from the same documentary, a curious child asked if Charlotte was cheekier than George. William smiled and responded, "No, they're about as cheeky as each other. They're very cheeky." This highlighted the playful bond between the siblings, filled with mischief and love. Despite acknowledging Charlotte's tendency for mischief, William didn't seem bothered by it. Instead, he embraced her curiosity and adventurous spirit as natural parts of her development. In 2017, during a visit to a hospital, William jokingly predicted that Charlotte would be a handful as she got older, a sentiment many parents can relate to. "I think she's going to be in trouble when she's older," he said with a laugh. "All fathers say that." His words reflected his relatability as a dad, acknowledging the challenges and surprises of raising children. Historically, royal children were raised with considerable help from nannies, meaning parents had less direct involvement in their children's everyday lives. However, this tradition began to shift with Princess Diana, who was determined to give William and Harry as normal a childhood as possible. Diana's hands-on approach was a departure from royal norms, emphasizing affection, openness, and experiences outside the palace. William has carried on her legacy by embracing a modern, hands-on parenting style with his own children. One memorable moment that highlighted William's commitment to being involved in his children's lives was when he proudly shared that he had changed George's first diaper. "I had every midwife staring at me," he recalled with a grin in an interview with CNN. showcasing how rare it was for royal fathers to take on such direct childcare duties. While the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge do have the help of a nanny, they have chosen to take on a significant amount of parenting themselves. This hands-on approach to raising their children has been noted by those close to the family. Despite the expectation of having a team of staff to assist them, visits to their home have revealed that it's mostly just William and Catherine caring for the kids. You'd think they'd have an army of staff helping them, but it's really just them and the children, a source shared with People, highlighting the couple's active involvement in family life. William's commitment to being an involved father stems from his desire to provide his children with the nurturing and stability he sometimes felt was lacking during his own childhood. Reports from the Daily Mail suggest that William is determined to be a better father than his own father, King Charles. William has spoken about how his father's sense of duty often meant sacrificing time with his children, especially after Princess Diana's tragic death. William's efforts to be a present and hands-on father are evident in the everyday tasks he takes on, such as doing Princess Charlotte's hair. He's joked, "I can do Charlotte's ponytail, but that's about it. I don't have enough hair to practice on," reflecting his sense of humor and his willingness to step into traditionally gendered roles in parenting. The royal family is also known for using endearing and playful nicknames, and William and Catherine are no different. They have affectionate names for their children, with Charlotte being called Lottie by her parents. The couple has a tradition of using nicknames, especially when speaking with each other. Catherine has been known to refer to William as Wills in a casual, loving way. In addition to their modern approach to parenting, William and Catherine have also strived to maintain a sense of normalcy for their children. They have made a point to take family holidays, allowing their children to experience life outside the palace walls. For example, during a visit to the Carbis Bay Hotel in Cornwall in 2021, William was spotted carrying Charlotte as she fell asleep in his arms. This moment reflected the family's efforts to find balance and keep things as normal as possible for their children. Greetings, dear friends. Today we bring you some dramatic and startling updates from the British royal family. Buckingham Palace is abuzz with turmoil, and the unfolding events are nothing short of extraordinary. Prepare yourselves because this story promises to be both emotional and thought-provoking. Let's dive into the details. First, the royal family seems to be navigating through a storm of challenges, affecting both their personal lives and their public roles. King Charles III is reportedly facing a critical health issue. Rumors suggest a cancer diagnosis that has taken a toll on him. Meanwhile, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Duchess Sarah Ferguson are also said to be struggling with their own health concerns, adding to the family's collective worries. While these health challenges are enough to stir concern, there's more. Princess Anne, known for her resilience, narrowly escaped a cancer diagnosis, but recently suffered a serious fall from her horse during an event in Bristol. This incident has only amplified the anxiety felt within the royal circle and among the public. The emotional strain of these events cannot be overstated, especially considering the symbolic importance of each royal figure in British history and culture. Adding to this precarious situation are persistent rumors surrounding the state of King Charles III and Queen Camilla's marriage. Their union, often under public scrutiny since the days of Princess Diana, seems to be in a particularly rough patch. Reports of strained relations have been circulating for months, and now it appears that cracks in their relationship are becoming more evident. According to sources close to the palace, even Prince William has subtly acknowledged the challenges the royal couple is facing. The whispers of marital discord have only intensified in recent weeks. Queen Camilla has reportedly stepped back from her royal duties, citing stress and fatigue as her reasons. This decision coincides with Catherine, Princess of Wales, recovering from surgery, and King Charles grappling with his health issues. In the absence of these key figures, Prince William has emerged as the primary royal attending at social events, a responsibility that underscores the pressures placed on the next generation of the monarchy. This temporary reshuffling of roles has raised questions about the stability of the British royal family. How long can they maintain their responsibilities amidst such personal crises, and how might this affect their public image and the monarchy's future? Your thoughts are important, so we encourage you to share them in the comments below. Let us know how you think this turbulent period will impact the royal family and the nation they represent. Interestingly, despite the mounting challenges, Queen Camilla remains a steadfast supporter of her husband. However, her solo appearances at public events have sparked fresh speculation about the state of their marriage. Recently, King Charles made a significant trip to Ireland without Queen Camilla by his side, further fueling rumors of a strained relationship. Historically, their marriage has been a topic of fascination and debate, from their controversial beginnings to their eventual union after decades of ups and downs. Their relationship has always drawn attention. Now, it seems external pressures, family tensions, and health issues are testing their bond like never before. Prince William, ever the diplomat, has suggested that while King Charles will continue fulfilling his royal duties, Queen Camilla's appearances may become less frequent. This announcement has left many wondering, is reconciliation on the horizon, or are the royal couple inching closer to a separation? Such questions highlight the human side of the royal family. While they are symbols of stability and tradition, they are also individuals facing challenges that anyone might encounter in their personal lives. This period of uncertainty is a reminder of the pressures that come with living in the public eye. Now, let's talk about the reactions within the palace walls. Reports suggest that the tension between King Charles and Queen Camilla has escalated significantly. One anonymous palace insider has even claimed that Queen Camilla left the palace abruptly during a heated argument with the king. Accompanied by her security team, her departure underscored the gravity of their conflict. King Charles, known for his steadfast commitment to the monarchy, has reportedly stated that his decisions remain his own, even when they conflict with the advice of loved ones. This unwavering stance has led to friction not only with Queen Camilla, but also within the broader royal household. Meanwhile, Princess Anne has taken on additional responsibilities in light of her brother's health challenges. However, this shift has reportedly caused some tension as the royal family grapples with balancing tradition, duty, and personal well-being. Adding another layer to this unfolding drama are Princes William and Harry, whose relationship with their father and stepmother is being closely watched. Their opinions and actions could have far-reaching implications for the monarchy's future. It's worth noting that despite the challenges, Queen Camilla has not given up. She continues to advocate for King Charles's health and well-being, urging him to follow medical advice and take the necessary steps to recover. Her determination to support her husband, even amidst their disagreements, is a testament to her commitment to their partnership and the monarchy. As this royal drama unfolds, one thing is clear: the British royal family is facing one of its most challenging periods in recent history. The stakes are high, and the outcome of these events could have profound implications not just for the family, but for the nation they represent. We want to hear from you, our valued audience. Do you believe the royal family can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a significant shift in the monarchy's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for staying with us and following these updates. Your support motivates us to bring you the most accurate and engaging stories. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news and debates. Together, we'll continue exploring the fascinating world of history, royalty, and beyond. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, thank you for watching. Could Sarah Ferguson's alleged tell-all book unravel the very fabric of the British monarchy? Imagine waking up to a startling headline: Sarah Ferguson to expose Meghan Markle's secret affair with Prince Andrew. This explosive claim feels like the stuff of tabloid fiction, yet it raises questions about the monarchy's vulnerability to scandal. Over the years, the British royal family has weathered many storms, from divorces and financial scandals to bitter family feuds. However, the idea of a love affair involving Meghan Markle, Prince Andrew, and even Jeffrey Epstein would shatter the institution's carefully managed image. Why would Sarah Ferguson, once a royal insider, now step forward with such shocking revelations? Let's explore the possible motives and the truths they might uncover. Sarah Ferguson, affectionately known as Fergie, has had a turbulent relationship with the royal family. Her marriage to Prince Andrew ended in divorce, but she remained a part of royal life, often standing at the periphery of major events. After decades of loyalty, why would she choose this moment to publish a tell-all? Some speculate that Fergie is tired of enduring judgment without having her voice heard. Perhaps this book is her attempt at redemption, or even retribution. Whatever her reasons, Fergie is no stranger to controversy, and she's faced her fair share of public scrutiny. This time, though, her story might reveal secrets that challenge the royal narrative in unprecedented ways. Since marrying Prince Harry, Meghan Markle has been a polarizing figure. As an American actress, divorcee, and a progressive voice, her entry into royal life disrupted centuries-old traditions. While some praise Meghan for challenging outdated norms, others see her as a source of instability within the monarchy. But the claim of an alleged affair between Meghan Markle and Prince Andrew is beyond shocking. Could this explain the strained relations between Meghan and the royal family? Whether true or not, such allegations could have devastating implications for her public image, as well as her relationship with Harry. Prince Andrew's ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein have already tarnished his reputation, and by extension, the monarchy's image. Despite Andrew's public denials and a disastrous BBC interview in 2019, the shadow of scandal remains. If Sarah Ferguson's book were to link Meghan Markle to Prince Andrew, it would create an entirely new dimension to an already explosive controversy. This intersection of alleged infidelity and long-standing international scandal would bring unparalleled scrutiny to the royal family. Could this unravel both Andrew's and Meghan's reputations in one fell swoop? Fergie's motivation: redemption or revenge? Why would Sarah Ferguson risk exposing such sensitive allegations now? Is it a calculated act of revenge or a genuine attempt to set the record straight? Some suggest that Fergie is seeking to reclaim control over her narrative after years of being vilified. Others believe she's driven by frustration with the royal family's opaque nature. However, airing such allegations could come at a steep cost. Fergie risks severing her remaining family ties and facing backlash from the public and the palace. Is the truth worth the consequences? The British monarchy has survived centuries of upheaval, but it's increasingly vulnerable in an age of instant communication and evolving public expectations. If Fergie's book contains damaging revelations, the fallout could be catastrophic. Public opinion is fickle, and a major scandal could reignite debates about the monarchy's relevance in the 21st century. Could this spell the beginning of the end for the British royal family, or will they adapt to survive? What might Fergie's book reveal? Rumors suggest that Sarah Ferguson's memoir will include accounts of clandestine meetings and unseen correspondence between Meghan Markle, Prince Andrew, and possibly even Jeffrey Epstein. These details could provide a shocking glimpse into the inner workings of the royal family and its relationship with scandal. Beyond allegations, Fergie is expected to reflect on her own experiences as a member of the monarchy, shedding light on its tightly guarded dynamics. This book could spark global outrage or foster new discussions about the institution's place in modern society. The public's reaction: outrage or apathy? Royal scandals have always fascinated the public, but the reaction to Fergie's alleged revelations remains uncertain. Some may applaud her for exposing the truth, while others could dismiss her as seeking attention. In today's hypercritical media landscape, will the public rally behind Fergie's claims, or will they grow tired of the constant royal drama? The outcome will likely depend on the credibility of her story and the evidence she presents. Meghan Markle's involvement in the alleged affair adds a contemporary twist to this royal drama. Supporters might view her as a victim of relentless media harassment, while critics could see this as confirmation of her controversial place within the monarchy. If these allegations are proven, they could strain Meghan's already fragile relationship with the royal family. Furthermore, they might deepen the divide between Prince Harry and his relatives, making reconciliation even more difficult. The monarchy's code of silence, will it break? The British royal family has long adhered to a never complain, never explain policy. This approach has helped them weather previous scandals, but Fergie's book could force them to reconsider their strategy. If her revelations provoke widespread outrage, the monarchy might face pressure to adopt a more transparent stance. This shift could signify a new era for the institution, emphasizing accountability over secrecy. How will the British public respond? The British public holds diverse views on the monarchy. For some, it symbolizes tradition and national pride, while others see it as an outdated relic. Fergie's book could further polarize these perspectives. Will loyalists rally to defend the monarchy? Or could this spark renewed calls for its reform, or even abolition? This moment could mark a turning point in the British people's relationship with their royal family. The role of media: truth or sensationalism? The media's handling of Fergie's revelations will play a crucial role in shaping public perception. While tabloids may sensationalize the story, reputable outlets might investigate the validity of her claims more cautiously. The global reach of modern media means that this scandal could dominate headlines worldwide. How the story unfolds in the press will influence its impact on both the monarchy and the public. The future of the monarchy? A turning point? Every institution has its limits, and the British monarchy may be nearing its breaking point. If Fergie's book reveals too much, it could accelerate calls for major reform, or even signal the end of the royal family as we know it. How the monarchy responds to this scandal will determine its future. Transparency could restore trust, while denial might deepen public disillusionment. Either way, the choices made in the coming months will shape the institution's legacy for years to come. Sarah Ferguson's potential tell-all raises profound questions about the future of the British monarchy. Is it time for the institution to embrace openness, or will it cling to its enigmatic traditions? Whether these allegations are proven or dismissed as fiction, they highlight the enduring tension between public accountability and royal privilege. As we await the fallout, one thing is clear: this story is about more than just gossip. It's about power, truth, and the cost of secrecy. It's no secret that in the world of royalty, every move is scrutinized. Recently, Princess Charlotte was spotted leaving her apartment in Kensington Palace for a new residence at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. This sudden relocation has sparked widespread curiosity and speculation. Princess Charlotte, known as one of the wealthiest and most famous children globally, has managed to maintain a private and quiet life. Her unexpected departure from Kensington Palace has left many wondering, why did she leave and what could this mean for the royal family? Join us as we uncover the truth behind this move and explore the impact it could have on the monarchy. Princess Charlotte of Wales, granddaughter of King Charles III and the second child of Prince William and Princess Kate, has been captivating the world since her birth on May 2, 2015 at St. Mary's Hospital in London. As the third in line to the throne, Charlotte broke tradition by being the first female royal to retain her position in the line of succession, despite having younger brothers, thanks to the 2013 Succession to the Crown Act. From her earliest public appearances, Charlotte's charming personality and confident demeanor have stolen hearts worldwide. Her radiant smile and playful expressions are a testament to her strength and joy in navigating life under the public eye. Despite her royal title, she remains a relatable child at heart, often seen giggling and interacting warmly with the crowds during family outings. Princess Charlotte's vibrant nature was on full display during the Royal International Air Tattoo, where she effortlessly engaged with the crowd, waving enthusiastically and spreading cheer. Her playful spirit is often balanced by her respectful and poised demeanor, making her a favorite among royal enthusiasts. Charlotte shares a particularly close bond with her mother, Princess Kate. In a touching video shared by the Princess of Wales, the family is seen enjoying a walk together, with Kate holding Charlotte's hand. During this heartfelt moment, Kate remarked on the unpredictable nature of life, emphasizing the importance of resilience and family bonds amidst the challenges of royal responsibilities. This focus on creating strong family connections may hint at the reasons behind Charlotte's move from Kensington Palace, a desire to shield her from the intense pressures of royal life and offer a more grounded upbringing. From the day of her birth, Princess Charlotte has been a central figure in royal celebrations. Her arrival was marked with global fanfare, including gun salutes, celebratory lights, and enthusiastic crowds outside St. Mary's Hospital. She was named Charlotte Elizabeth Diana Davis, a tribute to her grandfather King Charles II, great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, and grandmother Princess Diana. Her resemblance to Queen Elizabeth II has earned her the affectionate nickname Mini Queen. As she grew, Charlotte's lively personality became evident in her interactions with family members, especially her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. She often takes on a caring, protective role, guiding her younger brother Louis during royal events with tenderness. Charlotte's charisma and confidence have added a modern touch to the monarchy. At Trooping the Color, she has often delighted crowds with her cheeky expressions and playful gestures, including the memorable moment in 2019 when she stuck out her tongue during a parade, showcasing her carefree spirit. In 2022, Charlotte attended her first solo royal outing at just 7 years old, accompanying her parents to a swim meet at the Commonwealth Games. Her growing involvement in public engagements highlights her preparation for the responsibilities that come with her royal title. The decision to move to Adelaide Cottage may stem from a desire to offer Charlotte a more private and stable environment, away from the rigid protocols of palace life. It could also signify a broader effort by the royal family to modernize their approach to parenting, prioritizing emotional well-being over tradition. As Princess Charlotte continues to grow, her journey will undoubtedly shape the future of the royal family. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the reasons behind her move and what it means for the monarchy. On a special occasion, Princess Charlotte joined her mother, the Countess of Wessex, donning a striped dress with her hair styled neatly in braided pigtails. Her cheerful demeanor, as she laughed and smiled among the spectators, highlighted her vibrant personality. Sitting beside her mother, Charlotte eagerly absorbed explanations about various games, showcasing the strong bond between them. Later, she stood by her father, Prince William, as they delivered a heartfelt message, wishing England's women's soccer team good luck in the 2022 Women's Euro finals against Germany. Despite their royal responsibilities, Prince William and Catherine are dedicated to giving Charlotte and her siblings a balanced upbringing. They strive to ensure their children experience a sense of normalcy while instilling values of kindness, humility, and service, qualities that will prepare them for their unique roles within the monarchy. The education of a royal is no casual affair, and Princess Charlotte's academic journey reflects this. Her schooling has been meticulously planned to provide her with a well-rounded education. Early education at Wilcox Nursery School. At just 2 years old, Princess Charlotte began her formal education in early 2018 at Wilcox Nursery School. This private institution, located near Kensington Palace, offered a structured yet playful environment to develop early literacy and numeracy skills. The school's emphasis on fun, interactive learning made it an ideal first step for Charlotte. Tuition ranged from $9,150 to $11,200 annually. On her first day, she wore a burgundy wool coat, matching tights, shoes, and a red bow. A look that captured hearts everywhere. Joining Thomas's Battersea. In 2019, at the age of 4, Princess Charlotte joined her older brother Prince George at Thomas's Battersea, a preparatory school known for its focus on empathy, tradition, and modern skills. The curriculum included French, computing, music, drama, and ballet, aligning with the family's values of compassion and preparedness for future roles. On her first day, she looked adorable in her navy blue uniform, although she appeared shy, clutching her mother's hand, a rare moment for the usually confident princess. Transition to Lambridge School. In 2022, Charlotte, along with her brothers, transitioned to Lambrook, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire. This move followed the family's relocation to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. The school's curriculum continues to nurture her academic and personal growth, ensuring she is well prepared for the future. Princess Charlotte's influence extends beyond her royal duties, earning her a reputation as a young style icon. Dubbed the Princess Charlotte effect, her public appearances often cause a surge in demand for the items she wears, from clothing to accessories and even toys. For instance, baby shawl craze. After her first public appearance swaddled in a 68 shawl, the manufacturer experienced overwhelming demand, with 1,000,000 visitors to their website from 183 countries. Floral dresses frenzy. Spanish brand M&H saw their floral dresses sell out after Charlotte was spotted wearing them. The brand even expanded to e-commerce to meet international demand. Pink cardigans and booties. Retailers reported skyrocketing sales of pink cardigans and booties after Charlotte was seen wearing similar items. Her influence is estimated to contribute over $303 billion to the UK economy throughout her lifetime, demonstrating her unparalleled impact even as a child. Princess Charlotte bid farewell to Kensington Palace as her